We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
Happy Tuesday, Twitch. I am Alec Hunter, and this is the Global Gang Podcast. How the hell are you guys doing today? I'm
Fantastic.
as always, joined by Tystra, Trevor, Anthony, and we have a special guest today of one Mr. KennyMcGee94. Kenny, how are you today?
I'm chilling. Just dealing with the summer heat. How about you?
I am tired as all get out, but I'm here, so let's do this.
And that was me an hour ago.
That's me pretty much every day anymore.
Understandable.
All right, jumping in here. Where did I put my show notes? There they are. I'm so prepared for this, guys.
Show notes.
Yay. As always, whenever we have a new guest, we like to ask our standard set of questions. So starting off with, how and when did you get into Dokkan Battle?
I got into Dokkan Battle around my mom's birthday because I felt it was the appropriate time to do so. And it was 3 years ago.
Nice.
Sweet. So just kind of, when's your mom's birthday? Like, what is it, around a celebration or?
August 18th.
So right around the download celebration a couple years ago then. 3 years ago, you said?
Yes, 3 years ago.
Nice. Trying to remember even what that download celebration was, and it absolutely escapes me because I'm tired and I'm old.
It's a 200 million download celebration where Agility Super Vegito was featured, I think.
Oh, okay.
That was around the time when I quit, actually, for a little bit.
So, what is your favorite unit in the game currently?
As far as I know, as far as recent events are concerned, I have to say the Tech LR Vegito.
Tech LR Vegito, the new one?
Yes.
Huh?
He's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
because I pulled him with 2 dupes
Jesus.
on like the first day.
Crazy.
Back-to-back riff animations and everything. Well, minus the Zeno and Whis animations, of course, but there's always a couple months or December.
Right. So what units or new features would you like to see added to the game?
If you already have a unit rainbowed, you could choose someone on your friends list and donate that dupe for a price of 50 red coins.
That'd be pretty sick.
That's actually interesting. Like, a lot of people say they'd like to see trading, but no one's ever like put it that way where they'd associate a cost with it as well. I mean, with a limiting cost, trade might actually be something that you could do viably, or donation, like you were saying.
Pretty much.
It's actually a really good thought.
And the unit in mind, you have to pay like through red, blue, or yellow coins, depending on the type of unit that you're giving to someone in your friends list.
And then finally, do you have any upcoming projects or videos that you'd like to promote while you're here, since we're all into that shameless promotion thing?
Now that you mention it, I do have a video coming up later on today. I've set it up to a premiere mode, but I haven't really tested it out yet on mobile. And it's going to be my updated time on Transformation Boost Super Battle Road.
And you have that going up on your YouTube?
Yes.
Alright, so just because we like to give those cheap plugs, there's that YouTube link there in the chat for you guys. Make sure you check that out. Check out Kenny's new video. We're going to jump into the news. And starting with current events. Surprise, surprise, nothing's really changed from our last episode. Except we've got the new Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash. I have gone through this already. I found it to be pretty easy. I only hit one speed bump my third time through when I forgot to use a stunner against the Masu. So that kind of slowed things down a bit.
Especially because
Yeah.
Especially because Zamasu was already a boss enemy in the Battle Road mode on level 3 in particular.
Right.
Because if your stuns did not go off, then your only hope was to outdamage him.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
And let me tell you, my extreme int was not outdamaging that. It was bad. I actually lost because of time. He didn't kill me.
That's why.
Yeah,
That is
last time
why I use super intelligence.
Yep. And then there's a lot of good stunning in super intelligence. And like that's what I did the first 2 times, and I just walked through it, didn't even think about the fact that he could heal because he never healed because he kept getting stunned, and I was like, oh. And then the third time I went through, I wanted to change up my teams to see if I could do it more efficiently, and I lost because of Zamasu.
Now that I think of it, guess who can stun extremely tight units now? As 120% into lead. Hmm?
I don't know,
Vegeta?
you had to tell me.
Yes.
Vegeta?
Killer's got it right on the money.
Yeah, they do that.
What, the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta?
Oh, is that the one that just easy 8'd?
Yes.
Yeah, we covered him, what, like 2 weeks ago? I don't even remember. I barely remember yesterday. Give me a break.
It's all good.
Alright, so that's really kind of the only new thing this week. Otherwise, we can kind of really quickly run through some of the events that are going on and things that you should be doing. If you notice in-game, the Saiyan Trio event and the Zero Mortals plan, they are going away in like 2 or 3 days. That's in preparation of part 2, which we will talk about here in a little bit. So let's see here. So speaking of those events, really quickly, make sure you farm your Broly, your Vegetas, get your 5 extra copies because they're going to easy A during part 2. For Zamasu and the Zero Mortals plan, you want 29 copies if you're just doing the LR. If you're an insane person like myself and Tystra, you want 43 copies, so that way you can do a TUR with all paths unlocked. And then if you're really crazy and you haven't already used Kais on them, you can farm every Zamasu for super attack.
Mhm.
Very true.
Guess I should be lucky that all the SR Zamasus that I pulled from summons, I fed into the agility one back in November.
Nice. Yeah, I had one Zamasu. I think it was the intelligence one that I had to farm up for SA, and that was it.
See, I was mad because for all the times that SR Zamasu was actually on banners, like I had already done all but one SA, just one of the STR Zamasu from
Oh wow.
the old one. So I was like, oh great, this came out way too late for me.
Yeah.
So
The good news is though, the next time you see the Zamasu free-to-play event return, now you know how to farm them up. For
Right.
all your other Zamasus in your account. Regardless if it's the Strength Summoner one, the Int one, the Dokkan Battle Agility one. Any Zamasu that you have, farm up the free-to-play one into your other ones for super attack fodder.
And that's how you Dokkan responsibly.
Luckily for me, I had all the other Zamasus in the game already SA10, so I overfarmed the Easy A Zamasu just for the sake of unlocking a TUR with all paths. And ironically enough, I did the same thing for Kid Broly and Kid Vegeta. I have 2 SA10s and an SA5 with the second SA10 one that will be Dokkan Awakened, but with all paths unlocked. So
Nice.
I did that route. Which nobody should do, by the way. Just
guess we can really quickly touch on the Frieza Army Enlistment test. I mean, I know I said last week that I'm not a big fan of these events that have the random, and there were times that it did take me quite a few tries to hit it, but this was a lot more forgiving than I thought it was going to be. So I think this was even better than last year's, what was it, Hercule block breaking?
Oh, yeah.
oh, easier than the block breaking.
Was the block breaking infinite? Like infinite tries?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I had just started, so I didn't have a whole lot of units at the time.
Yeah, and I think that might be
Salty.
another reason why it felt easier to me is because I'm a year, officially today, a year into this account.
Nice, congrats.
We did that stream last night when I ticked over. Any tips or tricks you guys want to give here? I mean, I know for me, the one that I'm going to point out is that my Bojack got me through movie villains or movie bosses and time travelers.
I barely even done any of these. Like, I've done enough to do like 30 million damage, and I haven't gotten over, but I haven't really tried using other units. So
I would say focus on easy A units, or units that are already orb collectors, because they obviously are going to get a pretty big buff just from being orb collectors in general, right? So you're giving them their already passive buff they get from orbs on top of the 33% that you're getting from the leader skill, or 66% from leader skill. And yeah, LRs are also a good choice though, because they just have really high attack stats. But if you don't have LRs and you're maybe primarily a free-to-play player, ECAs wouldn't be the worst decision.
Yeah, definitely easy A's are not the worst decision at all. For movie bosses, like I said, I used Tech Beerus. But in the same aspect for LRs, I used LR Physical Trunks for Time Travelers. So you got those. Also, if you guys have Turles and Kid Buu, those are going to be your best friends in this event, just because you want them with your orb changers as well. So usually for me, what I would do is my main attacker, 3 orb changers, Kid Buu, Turles, if you have them. Otherwise, if you don't, go for anybody that's going to give you some sort of boost, whether it be 20 to 50%. Any type of boost is very helpful in this event.
You know, just a thought, you could squeeze in for movie bosses if you want. The movie bosses physical Frieza is a support for the movie bosses, right? He also raises attack on super. So if you having trouble getting up there, you could have, like, I dumped mine with additionals when I was making them anyways. But I mean, I've had the dude hit 2 super attacks. He had a 60% attack buff on his already 30% or 25% passive or whatever it is. So that can definitely help if you're struggling.
Was I low when I was talking?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's weird. I'm like right up against my mic.
I'm turning you up on my end.
Oh, okay.
Kenny is maxed out on his end and on my end, unfortunately. So
We cannot turn up Kenny anymore.
Kenny's at maximum power, and he's not Goku. He can't go further
Maximum
beyond.
power. You can't go Kaioken.
Oh god.
Okay.
Then
So let's see here. Oh, I wanted to give one more tip about movie heroes for this one. You can use the Goku and the Vegeta that awakened back in December. The Super Saiyan Blues that stack when they collect orbs, like Trevor was talking about. But I have the Vegeta Rainbowed, and in one try, I hit max damage on that event with the movie heroes.
Yeah.
on Movie Heroes, I did the Goku, and I hit max as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
they're
fucking-
orb collectors, man.
Yeah, they're busted as crap for this.
You might even, if you, I'm gonna throw out, you probably could even use the type supports that came out if you have them, because they're orb collectors as well,
Yep, they
and they
stack too.
support themselves. So
Here's
Yeah.
where I'd have one of those special type orb collectors if I had one.
I have Tien and Hit, and that's it, I think.
Oh well, I do have Tien, but I wanted.
I
Kappa.
have just the only one I have is Real Dough. That's the only one I need, boy.
Dildo?
Good.
Yeah, I've got hit. And for all 5 of these stages, Movie Heroes, I use the Tech LR Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who still has no dupes, and still hits hard. Movie bosses, I use LR Strength Beerus with the TUR Strength Beerus as a linking partner.
Oh, nice.
Time Travelers, LR Physical Trunks, because he has the same amount of dupes as Beerus now, 3. So both of them are at 90%.
Nice.
And he's got that built-in crit on his passive. It's really nice.
Exactly. For Potara, I had to use the Tech LR Vegito at the time because he
too good.
at the time, before I pulled a second dupe of my Int LR Vegito, the Tech LR Vegito was a Dokkan Fest LR that was closest to being Rainbow at the time. And for Potara, I had to use the physical LR Gogeta as the heavier damage dealer because of all the physical orb changers that I have.
Oh man,
Yeah.
Weirs on that is so good. Best orb changer in the game.
Oh yeah,
Hands
2-type orbs? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Changes what, Tekken in?
Yeah.
Awakening
He's
Wind.
so
Not
good.
to mention,
Awakening Wind. Yes, let's go.
I used the Strength LR Gogeta as a linking partner for him.
Yeah. See, I go with like the main unit that I want to do the damage with, and then I throw in a couple of orb changers, and then a couple of high attack supports, so like physical Kid
Yep.
Buu or agility Turles, to get those extra attack boosts in there.
After the nuke leads, of course.
Yeah, well, nuke leads go without saying, in my opinion. You have to have them, or else you're not going to beat it.
Yeah, you can't do it with the normal lead.
It took me a few tries to get the right rotation for movie bosses, though.
Yeah. That one took me 45 minutes to do, because I was trying to figure out what unit I was going to use, and then once I used Bojack the first time, I hit like 46 million without a crit. And I'm
Yep.
like, all I got to do now is crit. And it just took me like another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. The Whis Orb event, guys. This, I hear a
Oh
lot
my
of people are
God.
not very happy with the amount of gold orbs they're getting.
I'm not getting any.
You haven't gotten any?
I've not gotten one. I'm getting shafted
got
on it
one.
so hard.
I only got one.
I've gotten 2 from the event, but this is also like the first event that they had it, and it back when it was on JP, it was already a.
I believe we're back. I apologize for that. You know, funny sidebar here is that we've been discussing the fact of having me host most of the episodes, so we didn't have these problems. Okay. Seriously, still?
We back?
Wait,
Yes, I
Oh,
think we look fine.
oh,
Question marks? Question
Oh.
marks?
are we
Pog?
back?
Pog.
Drop
Pogger.
frames detected, 10% over the last 2 minutes. Fantastic.
Only 10%? I don't believe it.
Only 10%.
Alright, we're back. Am I a robot still?
No,
No.
you're good.
Now you're good.
I mean, that's arguable.
Well, you know. Hope we find out. I apologize for that. Anyway.
Welcome back to the world of the living, Alan.
So Whis.
Whis.
We were talking about Whis. Nobody's getting any gold orbs. I've gotten like 4.
Jeez.
I got
Wow.
one, and it's for
Wow.
like super attack buff.
Didn't you just love he had to throw in that flex?
Well, I
I've
seriously
only got
got,
evasion.
I didn't see Whis as the boss of the event until the 3rd day.
Well, Whis
Wow.
is like
Is Whis the good one?
No.
No,
no,
Beerus is the
Beerus is
one.
the
Oh.
good one.
Okay, yeah, I got Beerus
It was
like
like
every
the third
time.
It was the 3rd or 4th day that I saw Whis for the first time. I don't know what it is. Maybe that explains why I didn't pull Gogeta yet.
I did get a level 3 additional silver though.
Same.
But I mean, it's nice though. I put it on Tech Frieza.
I put my level 3 additional, I think it was a level 3 additional on Cumber. Free to play Cumber. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Damn right.
He already additionals like 4 times.
I don't care. He needs more. And also, why the can't I put my stupid sticker on him? That makes me so mad.
Yeah, well, just hold it, dude, because they'll all come out eventually. Just no.
Dokkan
right
Fest
now.
and Easy A's, I think, are allowed to have.
Yeah, you could put it on Dokkan Fest Cumber. Oh,
Wow.
Yeah,
you-
none of the heroes units. If that's the category, or if that's the classification for how you can put stickers on, none of the heroes units will be able to have stickers, and that really takes.
Crumber was a Dokkan Fest exclusive.
No, he wasn't.
Nah.
None of the
nah.
heroes units are Dokkan Fest characters.
They're only on that banner, but that doesn't make them
I thought, well.
exclusives.
Yep.
I thought for some reason like they said Dokkan Fest on that banner.
Nope. Blue coins.
What a dream if they were.
Oh
You
shit,
know?
yes.
That would be so great. Then you could get them with red coins when they came back.
That's the point. That's the point people may or may not get across. But yeah,
Yeah, blue coins. If it's a blue
Yeah.
coin banner, generally it will not have a Dokkan Fest unit in it. So
That's
those are
true.
considered special banners. Let's see.
Oh yeah, it was considered.
Bizarre
Wait,
Rabbit Mob, for those of you who care, don't know, aren't sure.
Hell
what
yeah,
it
bruh.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
Farm
I
up
still
Monster
haven't farmed
Carrot,
those medals.
Farm up the, what, 700 medals you need for Bulma?
oh my god.
It's a lot, yeah.
Freaking remind me, dude.
It's like,
She's their own
it's like
banner.
800
870.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
870 to do Bulma with all of these Bulmas with all of their paths.
And guess what? I'm doing that farm.
I already have the medals
I'm doing that farm.
from last year.
Well, it was nice knowing you, man.
I actually my bunny Bulma's actually Rain.
My
Not-
Bulma is
not
the
the
only
in
one
Bulma,
that isn't
but-
even awakened yet because I don't have her in Super Attack 10.
Oh. Well, that's
I
You
gotta,
know what?
I gotta.
I don't
awaken
even
two
have
Bulma.
her.
I gotta awaken my two bunny Bulmas for.
I have this stupid
path.
physical rocket launcher one. I'm gonna. God, I hate her so much.
And then, of course, we also have Adventure of Gratitude going on right now, where you guys can get this Kid Goku, who's basically useless except for at that boss rabbit stage.
facts.
Yep. Facts.
I mean, he's good for essay fodder.
Get out of here, Son Goku.
Absolutely. Use him. I mean, I'm sure there's
He's
probably better options.
okay.
Because he starts off
For
as
essay.
Yeah, we have a better option. Spoiler alert.
But
We do have-
Dragon Ball Super Broly, this one's a big one. You guys
Oh,
want to
yeah.
get in here, get all of these units. There's 5 farmable units. Technically, there's 7 if you want to have the unawakened version of the ones that have different names.
Don't
But you can
even.
farm every Goku, every Vegeta, every Broly, every base form or final form Frieza, and every base form Gogeta. On top of that, you can farm Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta,
Golden Frieza.
Golden Frieza. So yeah, there's a ton of SA that you can farm out of this place. And I was just looking at it, and I have a ton of work to do. So many blue Gokus and blue Vegetas.
Make sure you don't train your LR Gogeta dupes into your LR Gogeta,
Oh,
by the
yeah.
way.
Let's talk
who would be
about
Please
stupid
do
to do that?
Please, somebody do it. Realize it afterwards and send me a screenshot for the love of God, please. I would love that. That would make my
Yeah.
whole
You
life.
would love that, huh?
Yeah.
I would be
Yeah,
so
Trevor, I
happy.
bet you would love that, wouldn't you?
It would be great.
It would
Yeah,
it would be
it's great,
hilarious,
right?
The fucking
It's
memes, dude.
absolutely funny, right?
It's absolutely fucking hilarious.
Did one of you do it?
Do you
Tiger
get the hint, Trevor? Do you
Tiger,
freaking
you
get it
did it.
already?
He accidentally did, yeah.
Look at this. Okay, so here's the LR. Right, this is the base form of the LR.
Oh my god.
This is the free-to-play unit.
I was in a rush and I was like, oh yeah, this is great, and I wasn't paying attention. And then like it's just right after stream, and I'm like, wait, where the hell is my other LR Gogeta? Because I pulled 2 with Alec, and then Alec's like, search Gogeta, and I go, yeah, there's only the free to play, and then it slowly started to sink in, and
Okay,
then
so
I
here's a
went
question,
quiet
man.
for 5 minutes, and Alec's like, what did you do? And I'm like, you know exactly what
How
I
did
did.
it-
Fail.
Why isn't your free-to-play Gogeta SA10 or
Might-
15? A full easy 8. Why is that not a thing?
No, it
No,
is.
he was farming
I
other
was
copies, and he
I was
accidentally
farming for
fed
SA.
his second LR
Oh.
into his first LR for super attack.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The 100% would have been a good indication that it
It-
wasn't.
You
No,
should
there's no
have
100%.
kept.
They're farmed units. They're freshly
Yeah,
farmed.
because when you would have grabbed the LR, it would have said 100% instead of 50 to put it in. That would have been.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
just saying,
well,
like it's after the
I-
fact.
Yeah,
I-
but if you're not paying
I
attention,
wasn't
you're just
paying
blowing through really quick.
Yeah, if you're not paying attention, well, I mean,
Speaking of units that look very similar, look at these 2 Trunkses.
who? What, the agile one and the strength one?
No, The SR agility one and the SSR agility one. These
Oh,
are two
wow.
different units.
They're almost just about the same as
They're
well.
basically identical. The only difference is the summonable one is showing his teeth, just like with Gogeta.
Wow,
I hate
Dokkan.
it when
Wow.
they do this shit. This is so stupid. Like, make these things different.
Well, regardless, I've already owned up to it, and I told myself, like, here's the thing: we know they're coming back by the end of the year. If anything, if I have to punish myself, I'll use my red coins to buy a new copy. So,
And how
like, I'll
many
just
of
be
those
like,
do
all
you
right,
have
there's my
right now?
50.
I didn't
Huh?
bring that up, by the way. I'd like to point that out. I kept that. Didn't tell anybody. I never told anybody that you did that.
I know, and that
What
was
a
the
G.
thing. It's like it's a learning lesson. It's one of those things that like use me as the example, guys. Don't do what I did and not pay attention.
I mean, to be
Always
fair, I was
Dokkan
in,
responsibly.
I was in Tystra's like Discord, and I was talking to him about like how that shit happened. I was like, dude, I feel so bad. Like, I was trying to help him, like, not feel bad about doing it, because I've done it too, man. Like, I'm guilty as charged with shit doing like that, but it's, again, a learning experience for those who may not, have just got into the game, or, just out of, being excited for pulling a unit that you forget every now and again to be like, hey, maybe I should wait and, like, slow down before just, like, throwing everything in the training fodder.
Yeah, not only that, but, Bivaz pointed out, that's why we lock units. And for me, I've always had this thing where I'm like, if it's not a card that is like my first copy, I'm not going to lock it. So now I have to tell myself, whenever I get an LR, lock it. No matter what, I could always unlock it later. It's not a permanent lock.
You want to really work it into a habit. Start doing it with every SSR that you pull.
Exactly.
I do that. I actually do that on my main account.
I don't do it, but I mean, I probably should after witnessing Ty's experience here.
Yeah, just guys, again, do not do what I did. Pay attention. Don't lose an LR.
But if you do it, please send me a screenshot so I can make fun of you, please. That would be so awesome.
I wish we would have been streaming just so it could have been clipped, and then I could have had to live with that every day, and then that would have been
horrible.
Oh man, it would have blown up on Twitter. You'd be famous right now.
I would be famous.
You would be all like, it's this guy.
Look at this dude, fucking idiot.
So moving on to the Dragon Ball Super Future Trunks Saga event, there's this Trunks.
Don't farm it. He's dog shit.
Well, you can use him to raise regular Trunks Future and Super Saiyan Trunks Future.
Wow.
So it's not like.
I know. I'm kidding.
I mean,
That got me.
The unit himself is basically dog shit. I mean, he's not a good free-to-play unit.
What if it gets an easy A though?
Hey, it could
It's
happen.
true.
It could happen.
You guys know
what if
we
he's
need more
required for an
easy
Extreme
Trunks.
Z area at some point? I mean, if it's free-to-play, you should farm it. Whether they're good or not, just get it.
Unless it's Super Baby 1. Don't do that to yourself. Just don't.
There are some decent things to farm in this event. You can farm sensu beans if you need them. There's some training items here. They're not great, but if you're low on these mid-tier training items, it's not bad. No, that and then there's these gold caps. No, that's basically it. This is a pretty crappy event.
Yeah.
I still have to finish his Trunks. Actually, I don't have his pads unlocked. I believe.
But you guys, good news. You only need like 700 and something medals from this event.
Easy.
We
did it on a daily basis. Every Prime Battle LR, bro. Yeah.
Wait, why do you need that many?
For all of the different
ask
variants.
questions.
Like.
Yeah, it's for like every character.
So like this SR Trunks awakens to SSR, but then you need to awaken 4 more for his paths. And then you need an extra one of these guys for the EZA, so you need extra ones there. And then there's this Trunks that awakens. And then I think it also takes into account the raising of SAs of all of these units.
Oh my Jesus.
So if you literally wanted to do everything free to play, that's the total here. This third column here is the total of just awakening the dupes that you need. And this right here is just for the base cards themselves to awaken.
Well, thankfully, most of those are done, but god damn.
Yep.
You know what? You know what bothers me? Now I'm thinking about it. There's people out there in the world that will use the awakening metals to awaken a TUR, right? Like take the Super Saiyan Blue and Vegeta. Instead of reversing him, they will awaken a whole nother copy to put him as a dupe path. There's people out there who do that.
Yeah,
I know it.
That's insane.
I mean, I know I've done that too.
I
To
mean,
be honest.
I used to do it, and then they,
Yeah.
you know, and then I found a much easier way to farm up incredible gems.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only blown through like 1,500 incredible gems reversing units this anniversary alone.
I don't know, dude. I've had so many Bappa points. I have all kinds of hourglasses now.
I don't even use my Baba points for that. I use the gems for it. I'll probably start using Baba points now that I've bought all the Baba shop units.
There you go.
Yeah, you might as well, because like the hourglasses pop up a lot. Every time I see an
Agreed.
hourglass in the Baba shop. In fact, I'm
You
in
know-
the Baba shop right now.
You know what I was doing actually? Is this? I was just like, if it was like a unit I don't really use that much, like I was getting a dupe for like Super Saiyan 2 Bardock, right? The STR one. I'd get dupes for him all the time, and I was like, man, I don't want to waste a fucking hourglass on this unit. I don't even like him, right? I mean, he's bad. So I just kept him reversed. So
I
he's
do
just
that
chilling in
now.
my box reversed, and I'm like,
Like-
okay, if I get a dupe, then cool.
So it's kind of the same principle for me. Like, for anyone who knows for a fact you're like a long-term player, you have all these SSRs, whether they EZA or not, there are like 30 something to maybe even like 40 plus units that are still reversed in my box because they're not SA10. And most of them probably are all paths unlocked already. But I keep them reversed because I'm like, I'm never going to use these guys. Chances are I'll pull SA fodder down the line. Just keep them reversed until then, because honestly, the only thing that you have going for you is when they are Dokkan awakened, it just looks good in your box because you can see the difference
That's
in
true.
comparison to like the UR arts to the TURs. The TUR arts on most characters are a step above their originals, and it only looks more flashy to have them as TUR. But for the sake of SA fodder, not having to go back and yet waste another hourglass to re-reverse them, you know, if you just pull an SSR in the very next banner for it,
Exactly,
it's such
you
a
know?
waste, dude.
I'm like, damn.
Like,
man.
I just keep them reversed all the time now. I don't care to reverse Dokkan them back.
That reminds me, the new little feature they added. If you happen to pull a dupe of an LR that you already have, it just instantly goes back to the SSR form.
And it
Yeah.
uses 2
to
hourglasses.
open
Yep.
the
Yeah,
Yeah, it
it,
needs to.
it makes you use the two.
dupe. Yes, at once.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's definitely a time-saving convenience.
Oh, it's awesome. Man.
Exactly.
Just the quality of life updates that
Dokkan
Dokkan
all
needs.
about
They still need a few more to work on, but we won't talk about that.
I think that pretty much covers
mean,
everything
like,
that's
friend system?
currently going on in the game right now, guys.
Yeah.
But coming up in a few days, I'm saying, I think it's Thursday night, maybe Friday night, we're gonna get part 2 of
Hype.
the celebration,
Hype.
and that's going to. We already talked about you. Go away. That's gonna bring us the new stages of the Zero Mortals plan. This will allow you to awaken your Zamasu to LR. So
Hype.
right now you can go up to level 3. We will get up to level 6. So you'll be able to
Hype.
farm red swords, all that stuff.
Hype.
Are you sure? I think Trevor's hyped about this.
I just can
I-
finally make my full Extreme Realm of Gods team with the Zamasu. Finally.
Guys.
Finally. I
Yep.
don't have to use Kawasu anymore.
You know what's absolutely funny to me is that I still look at this unit and I'm like, why do you call him Zamasu Goku when it's just plainly Goku Black, just in the Kai form? I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy that I get to run a Zamasu Goku Black team. It's just so weird to me. It's the same as like saying, you know, Majin Buu good and Mr. Buu. It's the same fucking thing. There's no
Here's the thing though, it's actually not, and I'm gonna give you the in-universe explanation as to why it's not. At this exact moment that we see this Goku Zamasu, it just happened. The future characters had not started calling him Goku Black yet. So this is technically Zamasu in Goku's body, not Goku Black.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
So for Majin Buu Good, it was just after, Kid Buu, and then, Hercule started calling him Mr. Buu. So, okay, yeah, I totally get it. Still makes no fucking sense to me. It's the same goddamn
I'm
character.
sorry you can't follow the logic train.
There's no logic.
So Majin Buu Good is from
Rob
the
Snyder.
is from the 45 seconds after he has his aneurysm and spits out the gray Buu. That is Majin Buu Good. After Kid Buu is killed, that fat blob, that's Mr. Buu.
Oh, thank God you explained it so blunt and amazingly to me. Still doesn't make any sense.
I can just tell you why. I can tell you where they come from. I can't explain why the hell they did it that way.
That's what I understand, like, the logistics of it, but just in all, it just doesn't make any sense. I hate how they have them different, but I love it at the same time.
Right.
Especially for the Goku Blacks, because this Zamasu Goku can now be run with the Goku Blacks, Zamasu, Merged Zamasu, Goku Rose. So it's like, yes, that's amazing.
He's got a link so good. But
the logic side of my brain, not the hype side of my brain, the logic is like, huh? What? Why even? What
I'll tell you what
happened?
though, guys, if you're hurting on strength training items, this is a pretty okay area to run. You can get a guaranteed sword every run here. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I'll be doing that for sure because I'm always low on. Yeah.
Wait, guaranteed sword. Oh yeah, in stage 4.
Stage
Yeah.
4. Let's see.
Actually,
here. Really?
You
Now
can
that I
get
think of it,
I thought it was 0, or it should be 0 to 3, or at least something.
nope, just says 1.
That's
Guaranteed. Straight up.
Now that you think about it,
That's
Kenny.
dumb.
now that I think about it, how is Trevor doing on training items?
A lot better, dude. Doing good.
We were all struggling.
Glad
with
to
that.
hear it.
Yeah, it's
Glad
not,
to hear it.
still not top tier. It's not like 999 of each. Or
Now
whatever.
you just gotta be smarter about it.
Well, it's just because I haven't been getting any new units, I just got like Goku. Gogeta's like the only new unit I got, so I didn't need to use any. It's pretty nice.
Well, this is for sure
Still,
gonna
I'm
suck.
glad you're doing much better on those.
Me too.
Well, this is going to be basically a goodbye to most of your strength training items unless you just farm up the swords, because at this point you're going to be training. Well, you're going to be training one LR, but you're going to be like working on 2 other copies technically.
Yeah.
I'll
One
probably
for 10,
I'll probably keep him SA10 for a while.
SA10.
Level like 130, whatever my train item ends.
Imagine
Yeah.
still not having candy canes, by the way.
I
don't have any
still
candy
some
canes.
candy canes. Not a whole lot, but I have some.
Same.
I actually
Jabo.
just used some today.
I only use mine on LRs. I never use candy canes on the units.
I used a couple
Facts.
of SRs earlier.
Inked LR Cell, AGL LR Gohan, the new Strength LR Gogeta, and the new Tech LR Vegito.
What? Baba Kai's no. Vivaz? That's terrible. Don't do that. Hurt my
I'll Baba a Kai right now. Don't.
Oh, Baba Kai right
Whatever,
now.
you feed LRs in for super attack, so I don't care
Oh,
what you do.
Okay, dude. You know what?
damn. Oh
This
my God.
this environment's getting a little too stressful. I gotta go.
Wow, he leaves.
Felt like I had to wait forever to make that joke on a stream, and it was only a day. Not even 24 hours.
Not even 20 minutes after I told you.
I know, but I wasn't saying anything because I was being nice, and then you brought it up, so now it's fair game. Don't blame me for shooting at the target you painted on your own back.
Hey, you're supposed to be the guy that's supposed to step in front of the target and help me.
Well, I mean, I'm not fast enough to eat my own bullets. Alright, so let's take a look at the LR version, not the EZA version of this Zamasu, because you guys will be stuck using him in this form for a week and a half or so.
No,
yeah,
not
up
a
until
week.
part 3.
Yep. So Time Traveler's category key plus 3 stats are 77%. Causes colossal damage to enemy and lowers defense on 12 key. He raises his own defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy on 18 key. Starting the Zero Mortals plan is his passive skill, attack and defense plus 50%. Second part is key plus 1 with each attack received up to 5. Third part is launches an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super attack when facing 2 or more enemies. Fourth part is plus an additional attack and defense plus 20% with each final blow delivered up to 50%. So you kill the target, like I'm assuming this would work in stuff like SPR when there's multiple things. Each time you kill a target, you get another 20%, up to 50%.
That actually works with phases too.
Even numbers, man.
So like like you're fighting like
odd numbers.
Like if you're doing transforming Goku or something.
Right.
Like if you finish base form, he'll get the boost.
Yeah. If you're doing LGE and you take out if he takes out the physical one, he gets the boost, and then if he takes out the agility one after that, so it can be good if you can structure it in a way that he gets the final blow every time. I feel like that might be the trickiest part of that.
Yep.
Link skills are Godly Power, Cold Judgment, Nightmare, Dismal Future, Fear and Faith, Shattering the Limit, and Legendary Powder.
Powder.
Legendary Powder.
Legendary Powder.
I got all that Venezuelan coke on my mind. I don't know.
Is it baby powder?
It must be. I don't know. It's definitely not making me any younger.
Because he's a crybaby bitch. Oh! Got him.
Got him.
Can't even be here to defend himself. Suck it, dude.
What?
I do like his card art though.
Yeah, his card is badass.
It's so slick.
Categories are Realm of Gods, Potara, Future Saga, Dragon Ball Seekers, Time Travelers, and Inhuman Deeds. At Rainbow, this guy will have 18,386 hit points, 18,466 attack, and 11,624 defense. Solid all the way around for a free-to-play unit. How do you guys feel about him?
I'm just happy that I have another Dragon Ball Seekers unity to run with.
Because we're not inundated with an ass ton of free-to-play Dragon Ball Seekers as it is.
Well, I mean, but at the same time, like, I love Dragon Ball Seekers, so that's like one of my favorite teams, probably my favorite team to run, just for funsies. But yeah, he's decent before his awakening. He's not the best LR, but he's definitely good.
Is he the only Zamasu? Oh no. Is Zamasu specifically always on Dragon Ball Seekers?
He's not Zamasu. He's Zamasu or whatever.
Yeah, but Goku Black isn't on Dragon Ball
Parentheses
Seekers.
Goku.
Just Zamasu. Why is that? I've never seen Super. Why is that? Why does he want the Dragon Balls? Why does he care?
No spoilers.
What do you mean no spoilers?
I'm not giving you spoilers.
Bastards.
Okay, so
if I give spoilers, that contradicts how I am as a person. I can't do it.
Okay, well, why does he want Dragon Balls as Zamasu, but then doesn't give a shit when he's Goku Black anymore?
he wants his hair 5 inches longer.
You could put two. You could put 2 and 2 together. Come on, bro.
I don't. I'm not gonna. Guess we'll never know.
You'll know when you watch.
Yeah. The only thing I have to say about this Zamasu parentheses Goku is, oh, the inhumanity.
Let me guess. Is it because of Inhuman Deeds?
Yeah. Nope.
Well, personally, I have no complaints about the unit.
Yeah,
I don't either.
He's good in this form. He will get much better in Part 3.
Love the math, though. Up to 50%, but he gets attack and defense plus 20%.
Right.
Love the math.
Yeah, right. So it's 20, and then 10.
Could have just given us 60%.
Okay, so next thing we're getting is new stages for the Saiyan Trio event. They will just add the stages to get the medals. Then they will awaken to TURs. But at the same time, we're also getting the Extreme Z area. So these will come out at exactly the same time, I believe. Like right when Part 2 drops, these will both be available. The new stages and the EZA.
Basically nothing special. It's just time for medal farming at that point, because most people by now should have these units already rainbowed.
Are the Kid Awakenings happening?
Yes.
Yes.
Part
Yeah,
two.
they're
Oh
out.
my god! Finally.
Okay. So, the easy area, you are required to have them both at UR. They have to be on your team. The rest of the units, there's a lot of like pay-to-play units in here, but it's stuff that's been around for a while. There's some free-to-play units in here as well.
Wait, they can't be a tur?
They have to be TUR.
Oh, I thought you said you are. I was really sad.
Well,
The kid Vegeta Jr. and the kid Broly have to be at the TUR.
yeah, they have to be awakened to their maximum state before you do this.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But Wrathful Broly, he'll make a useful lead if you have him.
Oh yeah. definitely.
Because he's he's a pure Saiyans type, and every
Yep.
character on this list is a pure Saiyan.
Oh yeah. I have
Most
seen-
of the characters are pure Saiyan.
Well, except
There's
for Frieza.
not-
There's literally
and
only
Go-
two.
Oh, I forgot Gogeta.
There's
yeah.
only two that aren't
Gogeta
pure
not
Saiyans.
being on pure Saiyans. I mean,
Don't even talk about that conversation, bro. That's a can of worms, dude.
like seriously, it's dumb. I understand game mechanic wise that the hybrid Saiyans would have been a very destitute category if Gotenks wouldn't have been on hybrid Saiyans. It would have been a very crappy category at the time that they released it. But be fucking consistent. That's all I care about. Either they are or they aren't, and it should be that way for all of them. Just make it consistent. That's all I care about. Either remove Gotenks from hybrid Saiyans or add Kefla, Gogeta, and Vegito to pure Saiyans. Those are the only options that I care about. I don't care which one they choose, but make it fucking consistent. And that's all I have to say about that.
Hashtag
That's
rage.
all I have to say about that.
Hashtag trigger warning.
I'm not nearly as bad as Truth when it comes to this one. He insists that they have to be on there and that it's gonna happen. And, you know, I hope he's right, because I think at this point, balance doesn't matter. After the introduction of Kale and Caulifla, the whole concept of balance in a single-player game went out the fucking window.
Mwah.
So, don't feed me this class balance, category balance bullshit. The game doesn't care about balance. It cares about your digital EP and getting the numbers bigger.
This game wants your money.
Pretty much, that's it.
Oh, and I give it to him. Sure about that.
You put those fusions on pure Saiyans, and that will make them even more valuable because that's another category at the bottom of the card. I mean, that's something people look at when they're determining whether or not a character is useful, is whether or not they're fucking Blue Evolution Vegeta on 20 bajillion fucking categories.
Hashtag triggered.
It only wants your wallet. That is so true, Settler. Oh,
I
okay,
want
so
to do a segment from now on, like, and maybe we can get an intro for it where it's like Alex Triggered Corner, where it's like, you want to know what I'm triggered about today?
so basically what you're saying is you want me to sleep for 3 hours only before every show, because this is just basically how it works. I get triggered
Well, I
because
mean-
I don't sleep.
It'd be like Peter's. What really grinds my gears?
You know what
Okay,
really
okay.
grinds my gears, America?
You,
America. Fuck you.
It's got to be the fuck you, Diane.
Diane.
God damn it.
Anyway. That was great. I loved that part.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a good
There's the
episode.
Moon Napa medals. Yeah.
Fuck Moon Napa
Don't even bring him up. Triggered.
medals. it's like an instant reaction. Someone says Moon Napa medals, and I just say fuck Moon Napa medals.
Your eyes just start twitching, and
Man, this physical Broly is so
Anywho.
fucking hard.
Anywho,
Yeah.
so we are going to get the easy A's for these guys like we were just talking about, so we'll go over their fully awakened versions. Broly is a pure Saiyans category key 3 stats 77 or int type key 3 stats 50 for leader. His super attack raises his attack and defense by 20% for 99 turns, so he's an infinite attack and defense stacker. Causes
Hype.
supreme damage with a medium chance of stunning the enemy.
Hype.
Passive skill, attack and defense plus 70% and disables enemy's guard.
Let's go.
Next part, medium chance of evading enemy's attack including his super attack. Third part, deliver the final blow to recover 20% hit points at the end of the turn. So kind of the same thing as Zamasu, but instead of gaining defense or attack, you gain hit points. I see. That's
Arguably better.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just kidding. Intellect Boo has the health. You gain 15% HP if you kill the final blow. Nobody gives a shit about that.
I don't think so. It just
Nobody
seems like
cares.
such a gimmicky thing to try to set up.
Yeah, they tried to do it with Buhan, and they were all like, "We still don't like him."
You mean after the free-to-play Hachiyak?
Sephiroth, I'm gonna making a video with that full Broly team when he releases.
Full Broly team.
BT dubs.
So Link's skills are Saiyan Warrior, Race, Saiyan Lineage, Innocence, Prodigies, Tough as Nails, Prepared for Battle, is Shattering the Limit, and he is on 2 categories, Pure Saiyan and Youth, so automatically he's trash.
That's it. That's literally it.
What makes him even more trash is this is another trigger fest for Alec because he still does not have parentheses Ba.
Yeah, it should be Broly and Ba. It really should.
It should, yeah. And I like this unit just because, really, just the picture, the little smirk that Broly's giving. Do you see that little shit-eating grin that he has?
He's like, I know,
Dude,
you don't think we're playing, but I'm absolutely playing.
Dude, his
He's like,
SA
I
is
can
really
kill
good.
you at any moment.
His SA animation's really cool.
Yeah, I was gonna actually ask about that. Is his animation
True. It's
actually
really
with Ba
cool.
in it, or
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So Dokkan, what are you guys doing?
just you know, we go down that rabbit hole every episode because there's always something that we can look at this game and be like, what the fuck were you guys thinking when you did this?
You know what we
usually
need?
it's
We don't need an Alec Trigger corner. We need a what the fuck Dokkan
Yeah.
corner.
Ooh, here's a question from
No.
Stevie Boy. Have you completed the Infinite Dragon Ball history, Broly, using movie bosses?
Yeah, I've completed all the missions.
No, it's impossible.
I'm holding off on that.
Nobody-
holding off on the
It's actually beat it.
I'm holding off on the IDBH Broly story event until I pull the Tech Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta off of Resurrection F.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just
'Cause he
because
sucks.
of like siblings bond, because of like 2 Beerus's, 1 Tapion, the Go Bros, the physical Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and yeah,
Is
that
that
Vegeta will be my missing link.
is that a requirement? You have to do it with siblings bond?
The requirement for the only reason I chose Siblings Bond is because I can use 3 movie heroes and 3 movie bosses in that category.
Oh.
Yeah.
And even though the Agility Tapion himself is also a movie heroes unit, the fact that he transforms into Haruagon through like breaking the seal on his body, he's also considered a movie boss too.
Yep. So he ticks one spot on
Lit.
both sides for you.
Yep.
I watched General Bardock do those events. He cleared it with a Pure Saiyans team led by Wrathful Broly, and got both movie heroes and movie bosses that way.
Yeah, in my defense, I only chose Siblings Bond as an option because I lack one specific unit on Pure Saiyans that would have helped me out for that option otherwise. The
Which one?
physical Easy A Dragon Ball Z Broly.
Yeah, I don't have him either.
Oh,
I don't
no.
have him either.
And he's a stacker too, on top of that.
Yep.
So, ugh.
So this unit, when he's rainbowed, will have just under 10,000 hit points, almost 11,000 attack, and just over 6,500 defense. With the 20%, it's not going to be bad. Let's see here. When he is Easy Aid, those numbers go up to 11,000, 13,000, and almost 8,000.
Not bad attack set. Definitely not bad at
Imagine
all.
not having all the Easy Aid units. Yeah, I know. Imagine your account only being 365 days old.
In that regard, I guess I should be lucky to have all the Dragon Ball Super Broly units.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have them all.
So any other thoughts
What are
on
you
this unit?
missing?
I mean,
I don't
not really.
have a lot.
Gotta catch them all. Wait, actually, fuck, we might get banned for that shit.
Oh
You
shit!
just perfect.
Just did that shit. But no, I don't really have much of an opinion on Broly. Like, I'm more excited for the Raditz and Vegeta, to be honest.
Okay. speaking of Raditz and Vegeta, we've got Joint Forces category key plus 3 stats 77%, extreme class key 3 with stats 40%. It's an interesting combination of leader skills. He's an infinite attack raiser at 30% for 99 turns, and he also lowers enemy attack for 3 turns by 20%. When he supers, passive skill, this is another one where there's multiple parts. So attack and defense plus 70%, and then part 2 is key plus 1 plus an additional attack and defense plus 20%, and a chance of performing a critical hit plus 10% per Pure Saiyan's category ally, self-excluded attacking at the same turn. Third part, launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when your team has another Joined Forces category ally attacking in the same turn.
Okay.
Alright.
So you pair him with Intellect Paragus.
Yeah, you just throw him on there with Intellect Paragus and Kalen Caulifla.
Yep.
Link skills are Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Frieza's Army, Brutal Beatdown, Thirst for Conquest, Prepared for Battle, and Shattering the Limit. Categories are Pure Saiyan, Joined Forces, Youth, and Terrifying Conquerors. I am less hyped for this unit than I am for Broly, kind of the opposite of JMO, but you guys know how I feel about units that raise their attack and defense.
Yes.
Although he does lower attack, which is like my second favorite thing in the game, so he's really good. I just think I like Broly a little bit better.
Fair enough.
I like that they're on Terrifying Conquerors and they're fucking 8-year-olds.
Yeah.
That makes me happy.
Well, remember, Vegeta conquered Dairy Queen with Nappa, so as a kid.
Conquered Dairy Queen?
Yeah.
The restaurant?
Yeah.
Good for them. They have a lifetime supply of blizzards now.
Hell yeah.
I mean, how do you think he got that hairstyle? He stuck his head in the cone twirler.
He is a Frosty. But no, his card's good.
Yeah, I mean, he's really good. Stats when he's rainbowed in Easy 8 are 12,000 hit points, 13,000 attack, and almost 8,000 defense. That 13,000 attack, this boy's going to hit some numbers when you get him stacked up. Like, he's going to stack quick, too.
He's got additionals, for sure.
You know? Yeah, that's the other thing. Since he's an agility unit, his base thing is additional, so...
Yeah.
No, these are their own orb units. They do their own weird thing. Never mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about that. I see agility and I think additional every single time.
It's all good.
Okay.
It's just the way it is.
But,
True.
yeah, I think I would probably lean like an even split of additional and crit for this character. I think that's what I ended up doing. I can't remember.
I think you did like 12, 5, and 3.
Did I?
I think
I
you
thought
did
that
it for
was
both.
Broly.
You did it for both units.
Did I do it for both? Whatever.
You did. You built them exactly the same.
Did I? Okay. Shows you how little I care about this unit. I'm like, whatever, just put the numbers wherever, who gives a shit. So, with that being said, what do you guys think as far as additionals and shit for these two units?
I just did an even split, to be honest, because, I mean, I'm going to use them for, like, fun stuff and all that, and it's always good to have, like, your free-to-play units ready to go, but I'm only going to use them when, like, it's, you know, probably Prime Battle stuff, when the new Prime Battle comes out.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
I like the unit just because he's got more categories, and this is like one of those, you know, like free-to-play cards that I can farm surprisingly enough for Joint Forces because like I have nothing for that category, so I'm a little bit more excited about having the opportunity now to kind of start building on a Joint Forces team because like, of course, as a long-term Dokkan player, you know, you want at least to say that you can build a full team of every category that's in the game right now, whether you have it or not. So he's kind of like my first step. It's kind of why I like Broly. And also, I just really think the art's like Vegeta's kind of got like that Terrifying Conquerors, and then Raditz is kind of just there as the wholesome one of the two, even though he's just as like, you know, evil as Vegeta. But I like how he's just there like, yeah, who cares? I'm in the card, so what?
Yeah.
I wish they had some
pretty
kind
much
of
what I
exchange
thought.
mechanic. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
So Tess says that youth team is where he could have his additional passive trigger most, so you went a little more critical based. That's a good call. Gave him some additional skill orbs, so it worked out fine. Yeah, nice. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, you can build these guys kind of however you want.
That's true. That's the joy of Dokkan. Literally whatever you want. You could do 20 fucking evade if you want.
And then if you hate it, since they're free to play with free orbs, it's free to change.
Yeah.
So play around with it. All it's going to cost you is a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
I know the last few shows we've been
just imitate that.
kind of
I
like
just imitated him.
we've been like more specific is good, you know, like having passives that are you have to have other, you know what I mean, like against certain enemies or doing certain things is cool, but I feel like his is a little too specific. Like I want him to do more for less. Maybe I'm just being greedy, but like join forces is not a good category if you don't have Kale and Khalifa. It's not good. There's nothing you can do about it. I try to make an extreme version, and it's pretty okay, but I have to use like Metal Cooler Army as a lead because there isn't any other lead, and it's not great. Like they don't link very well. Nobody on the team is really like mine was like full LRs because that's all I really had. But there's really not. The category sucks. That's all I'm gonna say. And he's not gonna make the category good all of a sudden, all by himself, right? You can't just throw him on there and be like, he's good. The category's good. The category needs some work.
Yeah, and, for sure.
I don't know who you would link with besides Intellect Paragus. You have to. Like, there's no other option. Like, he covers both, but then keeping Intellect Paragus on as a rotation is weird because he's a support unit, and so you have a rotation with two not damage dealers. Well, he'll do okay. But yeah, you can use Bardock and Gine, sure. But they're not a lead.
And then the only other option is a unit that's not even on global, and that's
new LR.
Yeah, the new LR.
Yep.
Those are your only pure Saiyan joint forces units that I can see.
Yep. So yeah, if you don't have Kale and Khalifa, I mean, obviously they're the best, but I'm just saying, category is not great. It's mostly LRs that don't link well together, or units that aren't good and don't link well together either. So I really love to be the spokesman for like not good teams or whatever, but I've tried to make this team good and I just can't. Without Kale and Khalifa, you just fucking can't because they don't have any key, they don't have the good stat boost, and they're bad.
You guys.
Of course, Trunks and Mai is a sub lead for that, which they're kind of good because they kind of have like Cold Judgment and stuff. I don't know what it is now, but solid support or whatever. But they can kind of help a little bit.
Right.
But again, they're not pure Saiyans. Just saying.
But yeah, no, I agree. Their passive could have used something else, like including like something in like Terrifying Conquerors and whatnot. It's like really restricted to just pure Saiyans and joint forces, which is weird.
Yeah. Slow, thank you so much for that raid, dude.
Yeah, dude. Slow, what's up?
What's up, dude?
Yeah,
Slow. Welcome.
Welcome.
Who's joined us from Slow. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, so we just finished talking about the EZA for both of those units. They're changing my links, making me look bad. Alright. We're also going to get the top legendary summon with Broly and Goku Black.
I think you mean Chilai and Goku Black.
She's got the assets, that's for sure.
Great. Keep going. Let's get it out of your system.
Well, it's a fact. She has her own asset for her ass.
Right.
Like,
Right.
That's what's great about it.
Right.
It's fantastic.
I'm still waiting for that nut button to go off.
There you go.
There it is.
That's what I've been waiting for before we could move on. Alright.
Alright.
So let's talk about Rose. We'll save the good one for last.
Well, this is in my opinion, this is the good one. The better.
I like the assets of the other one better.
I do, but You'll see why I like this one.
So Future Saga category key +4 stats 130%, or extreme int type key +4 stats 100%. On 12 key, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy. On 18 key, he greatly raises defense by 1 turn, or for 1 turn, and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Passive skill, attack and defense plus 66%. Then part 2 of his passive is plus an additional 6% key, or sorry, plus an additional attack 6% per key meter bar, up to 120%. The next part of his passive is key +2, with each final blow delivered up to +6, recovers 6% hit points at the end of turn in which the attack was received. Wow, they are really overusing the shit out of this gimmick during this.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yep.
Like, okay, free to play Zamasu, free to play, you know, Kid Vegeta or whatever. All right, fine. We kind of accept that for what it is. But seriously, you've got like 3 or 4 units doing basically the exact same bullshit at the same time.
Yep.
What the hell are you thinking, Dokkan? Put it in the category. We'll add the section later. Anyway, active skill can be activated when hit point is 66% or less, starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle, once only. And that's like a rage mode where he doesn't take any damage for like a turn, right?
Well,
so,
there's a little bit more to it. It's key +1 in addition for key spirit obtained that attacks effective against all types.
Yeah, so extra key, woohoo, and attacks effective against all types is actually pretty badass.
Yes.
This is why I like this card. Not only that, but that art for the enraged mode.
But you gotta get to the 6th turn of the battle. Unless you're on a long form battle, you're most likely not going to.
Dude, with this card in just
There's
the
no health
regular form,
restriction?
you won't need
Oh,
to worry
okay,
about
so-
it. But at the same time, like, I'm just gonna look at this freaking enraged art just because it's pretty. It is absolutely gorgeous.
It is. It's some good art. Don't get me wrong. I love the murder scythe and the slicing through the world thing. That's great. But first off, you don't really ever get to look at this card unless you're, like it's not in your box unless you go in and select the transformation and fuck around with it. And secondly, you're never going to see the unit on the freaking board because he's so powerful that most things that he goes into are going to be dead by turn 6.
Exactly.
And
So-
you're most likely not going to be able to get below the hit point threshold.
Okay.
Okay. I hear you. I
So you're
feel you.
complaining
I
about not being
respect
able to
that
do it?
decision. But at the same time, there are tons of events where you're gonna need that, and it'll probably even save your ass in a lot of them. Like maybe not SPR because that's really quick. You're probably gonna die before it happens. But like this, what about this new Infinite Dragon Ball History or the upcoming Dragon Ball History event where he's gonna be a bonus and he'll kick ass, and then you'll definitely need that probably at the end of it. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
'Cause that's gonna be like 50, 60 turns.
2 modes if you include Legendary Goku. But if you take him into
It's
a
not for
Dokkan
every
event-
situation. Why do you need a rage mode in a Dokkan event? You're bad if you need that. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying you need
You were
it, but
bad.
I'm saying like one of the things that sells people, not particularly me, but one of the people that sells people on cards is being able to use animations and transformations. This guy is going to fall into the category of like Cell. You're going to actually have to work to get that to happen. It's not going to be something that's going to happen in the normal course of play.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
also be in the same category as Cell where he's so good you won't even need it.
Right.
So here's the
Go
thing
ask the
with-
Dokkan community if they think LR Cell is good.
They don't.
I've seen so many people.
It's
say
changed
that.
greatly from when he originally came out, but I feel you. Anyway, okay, so what I'm saying is, like Cell, it's not, I don't even think about that when I'm playing him. Like, I don't think, oh yeah, I'm going to heal and transform at 30% HP, right? I don't even think that. I just, I don't plan for it to happen. But if I just get smashed one turn and the next turn he comes in and transforms and heals me, I'm like, oh shit, clutch, right? I totally forgot. Cell saving the day, right? So the same situation with Rose. He would come in and you were like, oh shit, I'm going to die if I don't, I'm out of items, I'm going to die. I didn't plan my rotations right, blah, 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 blah. I'm bad at Dokkan. I'm a rage. So I can live through this turn and probably end up killing whoever it is, I imagine. The chance is pretty high. I'm just saying, it's going to be that one time where you really fucking need it, and it's going to come clutch for you.
And I'm not saying that those times don't exist. It's just for me and for a lot of other people. Like, I shouldn't even say for me, because I'm only doing this just to create the conversation, because I know most of us don't give a shit. Like, in all honesty. But, like, one of the things you're going to hear a lot from players is, like, yeah, it's great that he's awesome in his transform state, but you can never fucking see it.
So here's the thing about Rose that separates him from Cell. Rose is extremely fucking popular, period. Like, they don't really give a fuck. They could have said his passive was, I eat shit, and people would still summon on him.
I could actually attest to that, I would say.
They don't even care. They don't. The Dokkan's just gonna make a fuck ton of money, and no one cares. They're just like, yeah, cool. I'm gonna use them on every team, period.
But it's more in response to Tai being like, he's so good when he transforms. Well, his transformation, you can't get until the 6th turn. You have to be below 66% hit points. And it only lasts for 1 turn. He's really not that good, in my opinion. I mean, he's a great card,
He's
don't
an
get me
orb
wrong.
collector, right?
He's a top 10 unit, most likely.
Meter.
But he's not that good.
He's not that good, but he's a top 10 card. That doesn't make any sense.
Because
being a top 10 card means you are that good.
No, not
Like,
really. Not in this game anymore. Actually, he's probably not even top 10. If we were to break it down, he's probably in the top 65 cards, because the top 65 cards in the game all are within like 4 percentage points of each other.
That's still really good.
Right.
With how many cards are in Dokkan? Like,
he's an LR.
Top 65 cards means that card would be one of the cards you would use for Battlefield. Am I right or am I right?
I'm not impressed with him. I'll have to use him.
I'm absolutely.
I'm not.
I'll just tell you, he's gonna fucking slap. I know that.
So
He greatly raises defense for 1 turn, so he's gonna be a tank.
yeah, he's gonna be fine in his base form. But when we started off the conversation being like, he's so good in his transformed form that only lasts for 1 turn and has a bunch of restrictions, I just don't see how he's that good.
That's like saying Super Baby 2 is really good when he transforms into
Super
his
Baby
grade
2 is really good, flat out.
No, not the
so is
LR.
this Rosé card.
The intellect one.
Oh, well, fuck that guy.
But here's the thing: this Rosé card is really good even before he transforms too. I didn't say that he was good after he transformed only. I said he's good on his art. I said his art was the biggest thing that was fucking amazing for me.
Fair enough.
I didn't say like.
And I'm also really not impressed with the fact that they keep recycling the same mechanic over and over in this particular part of the anniversary.
True. He does have a very unique passive, though.
A very unique passive where a third of it is shared amongst 3 other
No.
characters that just came out right now.
The attack plus it, like the additional attack per key meter.
Bar? Yeah.
That is fucking cool.
It's just a really more limited version of gaining attack per orbs, because it's like you can fill up the board and gain 25 orbs if they're all the same color, but with this, the most you can ever get is, 24 for him technically, because he's an LR. I guess it's really not that different. But it's
cool,
also
though.
only 6%, whereas a lot of the people who pick up orbs are somewhere between 10, 20, or even 30%.
I didn't say it was good. I just said it was cool. It's cool.
But per key meter bar, you're still getting 2 key, and that's technically 2 key meter bars, is it not?
Okay, technically speaking, he gets 3% attack per key picked up. You think about that. Key meter bar is 2 key, right? So he gets
key meter bar is 1 key.
So then, yeah, he would be gaining
every orb that you pick up is 1, unless it matches your color, and then it's 2. So technically, you can get better if you're matching orbs, because like you'd only need to pick up like 6 of the same colored orb in order to get the effect of 12 for the other one.
True.
I mean, so I like I said, I'm not very impressed with the character. I don't think he's as good as everybody else thinks he is, but we'll see.
Let's ask Kenny what he thinks about the LR.
Yeah, Kenny, what do you think?
Yeah.
Put you on the spot.
As far as his active skills concerned, it's reminiscent of the Strength Super Saiyan Dokkan Fest Goku.
Yeah,
but
he rages. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I never used that ability either.
You know what, Alec?
Other than that, though, I think he's pretty decent. Like...
Sorry. I look at the normal course of play and I don't see this guy being as good as everyone's saying. And also, it's a yellow coin banner, so it's, I mean, outside of the fact that I'm going to do my 3 summons for content, other than that, I'm going to skip.
Yep.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm going to skip. I'm just...
Technically, you're still doing some.
So, well, I'm not going like ham.
He's not going to wail.
Yeah, I'm going to do the 3 that I do for content, and then I'm
He's going to pull him. He's going to use him on every team, just like everybody else.
If I pull him, I will most likely use him on some teams, but for the stuff that I generally do, probably not.
I probably won't either.
Agreed.
Like,
y'all Y'all are crazy.
I'm gonna use HEL Rose.
Like
anyway.
I will take this boy into Super Battle Road, and I will slap the shit out of Super Battle Road with him for sure.
That's right. That's
But
right.
As
I don't
long
spend
as
a lot
you,
of time in
as long
SBR.
as you pull him, of course.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
assuming I pull him. But I don't spend a lot of time goofing around in SBR. I spend most of my time goofing around in long form events where I don't think this unit's going to perform as well.
Yeah.
Yo, because he doesn't stack.
I mean, he's still gonna perform, but he's not gonna transform. That's it.
Oh, he'll transform in a long form event.
Oh, he
Well,
will.
no. What I'm saying, in like regular events, he'll perform like a motherfucker. It's
Mhm.
just he's not gonna transform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think for the way that I play the game and the modes of that I spend most of my time in, he's not as good of a unit.
Yeah, he's not your
Not to
typical
mention,
To you.
stacker.
Well, that's what he said. He said, I will say, as it is personal opinions at this point.
Yeah.
Right? And this is also something for chat. You know, while me and Alec disagree, you know, we're not denying that. You know, there's always going to be a different opinion and such. These are our personal opinions. Same with Trevor. Same with James. Same with Kenny.
No. Hold on. My opinion is fact. Okay.
You're
Don't even.
okay at Mr. Optimal. But no, like, you know, there's a difference between having a personal opinion and, you know, having an argument. We'll always have our own personal opinions on things.
Oh, and I most likely won't even use him for Time Travelers because he doesn't have the link that I use in Time Travelers, which is mostly prepared for battle.
Oh, that
Yeah,
is.
he has got
does-
Dismal
he does
Future,
now.
right?
He can have his
Yeah,
dismal future all he wants.
As long as he has a Dismal Future and Fear and Faith, that's all you need.
yeah.
Unless you're not running a bunch of characters with Fear and Faith, if you're running a
That's
primarily
all you
super
need.
Time Travelers team,
That's all you need.
you are incorrect, sir. That is not all I need.
No, I wouldn't run him on a Super Time Traveler team.
Yeah, I primarily run Super Time Traveler because Super Time Traveler, in my opinion, is better. Or at least for the units that I have.
You know, quick side note, real quick. I have been really in the mood of not mixing extreme and super units on teams anymore. I don't know if you guys have you. That's
I
do y'all
noticed
feel
that
about
about me too. Is like I
Yeah.
try to keep it either more super or more extreme or
It's like-
not at all.
almost
Until they
fun
come
that
out.
way.
Yeah, until they come out with stupid missions like what they have with the Infinite Dragon Ball History,
Well, yeah.
where they say, "Oh yeah, here, complete it with these two."
The only time that I really mix Super and Extreme anymore is Pure Saiyan because they have enough crossover Keeling
Linked,
skills
yeah.
that I feel like it's good enough, you know. You can
Yeah.
find Prep for Battle or Shocking Speed or Over in a Flash on both sides of the board for Pure Saiyans.
Yeah.
Or
I presume that's why, because of all the links.
Yep. I think most players are gonna notice, like, if they sit down and think about it, that because when they build their teams around link skills, the game's designed to have you sit either in the super area or the extreme area for the most
Yeah.
part. There's very few crossover units.
Yeah.
General
Makes sense.
Bardock, I run extreme units only when I eat extreme Doritos.
Speaking of Jen Bardock and you know, the Fupa, you know.
Oh, yeah, okay. You got your
Okay.
water handy there, thirsty boy?
Yep, water, nut button, check.
Wait, I'm not ready for this. Anybody got anything else to say about this unit before we have to deal with Taisha for the next 20 minutes?
He has
Love his
big-
arts.
Hello, Goku Black.
LR Goku Black when? What?
I mean LR base form Goku Black?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, we have that Zamasu with Goku.
Alright.
That is kind of weird that they went with the Rose. They should have. It could have been a transforming unit.
Alright,
Now.
so the other featured unit in this banner is Broly, Chilai, and Lemma. Movie Boss's category, Key +4, stats 130. Extreme Physical type, Key +4, stats 100%. Greatly raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy, and lowers attack on 12 key. Greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, and causes mega colossal damage on 18 key. Guys, get ready, because here we go. This one's a long one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Attack and defense plus 15% per key sphere obtained. Part 2 is plus an additional attack and defense 5%, and key +2 per key sphere obtained, with 2 or more physical key spheres obtained.
Hey, can you scroll down a little bit?
Say what? Scroll down.
Yeah, just a tad, dude.
Just a little bit. I can't see the passive.
Right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
Anyway, 2 or more physical key spheres obtained. Alright, all allies attack plus 39% with 2 or more agility or strength key spheres obtained, and all allies defense 39% with 2 or more tech or int key spheres obtained. Evades enemies' attack, including a super attack, with 7 or more key spheres obtained. That is... Now that's a freaking unique passive.
Yes.
That is very unique, yeah.
Do
'cause it's
we
used
have
all the
anybody
rainbow.
else who literally has an effect
No.
on every color that they can pick up?
I don't think we even have a unit that does 2 different colors.
I don't think so either.
Or I don't think we have a unit that does something for picking up orbs, period. Like, it's not going to be like, if you pick... Oh, wait, you know what? Never mind. Super Saiyan 2, Goku and Vegeta do that.
Yeah, but that's not on global, so...
Yes, they are too.
Yeah, they are.
Wait. Oh, wait.
the Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3.
Never mind. I, for some reason, when you said Goku and Vegeta, I thought you were talking about the physical LR that just came out on JP.
Oh, man, they good.
Liquid breakfast
they-
today, Ty?
Oh, speaking of which, I need to download the JP on.
Link skills are Brainiac, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. They're also a trash unit that's only on 2 categories, Movie Bosses and Joint Forces.
Yeah.
Every time we see 2 category units, I'm going to call them trash from now on.
And no one will blame you.
The first time I heard someone say that, I think it was on a comment on a Truth video, and I'm like, dude, you are a moron. I'm pretty sure it was about Krillin too, because Krillin's only on 2 categories.
Yeah, he's on Earthlings and full power.
So, and I'm like, no, Krillin's a badass unit. And he's like, nah, it's trash. He's only on 2 categories. I'm like, I can't tell if you're being serious right now because this is in text. But yeah, that's my.
Well,
feedback.
now you know.
2 categories. All units are trash if they only have 2 categories.
I mean, he's on one of the worst categories in the game, unless, again, you have, like, KC, unless you have the new LR that'll be coming out to global in God knows when.
December.
Like, they need to stop making units with, I don't know, like, they gotta stop making new categories in general. Or, like, go back and try to find ways to
Week
fix.
25 of us saying that.
Yeah.
I feel like we say that every freaking episode.
I mean, because it's true, though. Like, you're primarily, nobody's gonna run him on joined forces unless they have KC and all these other, like, Saiyan units. For the most part, you're gonna be seeing him in movie bosses.
Yep.
Doesn't make him a trash unit, it just makes him less viable on other teams.
Because he only has 2 categories.
Trash.
We established this.
Oh.
You guys, I am joking. Don't take me seriously on that. If you haven't figured out from all the laughing, I'm screwing around. This guy's actually really good. I'm really impressed by his passive. Like,
Yeah.
that's a very versatile passive to use.
Love that the AGL and string types are the ones that give the attack as well, given that they're primarily the ones that you look for additionals and crits, and then you're more defensive units with tech and in. So it's a nice, like, you know, attention to detail there, what Dokkan did for that. But still very, like, I wish more units were like this. Like, the uniqueness in it, somewhere, shape, and form.
I just like this card art.
I don't like Broly's stupid face.
That's why I like the card art. Because you've got this murderous, monstrous beast that can wipe out half the planet. He looks like an absolute dipshit.
Keep in mind though, this Broly's social skills are like severely limited. So
Yeah, that is true.
that's why.
And he gets a cute little green chick.
Which is all you really care about.
I mean, again, like the fact that they had to add Chilai's ass as its own asset, it makes me laugh so fucking hard. And if you guys haven't seen the super attacks, go look it up. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It's absolutely hilarious. You know, I just can't. It's so great. I love it. I want this card immediately. Immediately, I need this. I need the Fupa Chalupa. That's it. That's from Bardock, by the way. I can't take credit for Fupa Chalupa.
The Fupa Chalupa. All right. So that catches us up for basically all of the major stuff coming for part 2. Any thoughts on the anniversary so far that you guys want to share?
Dog shit.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wall of Link crits you for 5,000. Thanks, Test.
I wish that were me.
As far as the 5-year anniversary is concerned, I pretty much have no complaints, except for the fact that I didn't get to show everyone my initial poll, but you can check that out on my Twitter for the acquired SSRs, of course.
Look at that
And
plug.
as far as I'm concerned, the 5-year anniversary has kept me pretty busy on like unit priority.
Right.
It's basically said every year, but this year it's obviously like there's.
It's on a different level, you know.
It's a fact. This is the best anniversary.
By
Like,
far.
No,
oh yeah.
I disagree.
No. You disagree?
Last
you think
year
this
was
is
much better.
No, not
Yeah.
even.
Last
No.
year was a ton better.
Not even.
Because
Go on.
Okay, so first off, I think that the Super Saiyan 4s are better than, not damage-wise, I shouldn't say better, I think they're more fun. They link better with the teams that I use. But think of all the stuff we got last year. Actually, let's pull up the 4-year. Let's go over that.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, debate time.
Really?
Yes.
Get your naming
Fail.
conventions right, Wiki. Keep them consistent. All right.
What even is consistency anymore?
So
let's
let's
be
see
honest.
here. We got more stones last year, if I remember right, too. I think we got over 1,000 stones during the 4-year. We're gonna get close to 800 this year.
Okay, yeah, never mind. This anniversary's talk shit.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
No, I'm just like, what else did we get last year? Because we got this event sucked. The one this year is better. I will give it that though. We got Gyro. We got B-Pan. B-Pan's still a solid unit. The Extreme Awakenings for the Goku Jr. and the Vegeta Jr. What they gave us a new stage of Boss Rush, which we also got this year. The Celebration Packs. This is for whales, so whales probably like these a lot better than the ones we got this year.
I didn't get the celebration packs last year.
So
me neither. I was still free to play back then.
You know, I never ECA'd that Goku GT Spirit
We
Bomb
got-
thing.
we got the new Super Battle Roads. We got a whole new like 10 stages of Super Battle Roads last year.
True.
What was in part 2?
Actually, we didn't get the additional 10 stages for the category of Super Battle Road up until the 300 million download celebration after.
Oh, I'm sorry, I read that wrong. That was just available every day.
Exactly. There you go.
So-
That's the flaw.
Let's see here. All of the stuff with the GT, like the Seven Dragons Shadow Saga stuff, like this was a lot of fun because this was something you really had to work for. All we have now are a bunch of repeatable events and just farmable characters. It wasn't like anything. There's no overarching thing to build towards. Like, I don't know. It feels less of an, like, I don't know. I liked 4-year better. I think
It
was
feels like
better
a
anniversary.
half-assed anniversary to you,
It
basically.
just feels like there's something missing. Like,
Yeah.
and I said that when it was on JP too, and everybody was talking about how part 3 is so stupid dry, you know. And that's why I think that they're gonna give us, you know, one of those 2 new modes, either the Extreme Super Battle Road or the one that I can't remember the name of because I don't really care about it.
The chain battle.
Thank you, Chain Battle. I think we're gonna get one of those in part 3 to just to pad out the anniversary a bit.
Yeah, you know,
Explosion Chain Battle would make sense.
I will say that, you know, for part 3, I don't know why they even added a part 3. Like, that seems kind of not counterproductive.
Counterproductive.
Yeah, maybe I was saying it right, but it was dry. I will admit that it was super, super dry for that third part. However, I will say also that when it comes to this, like, there's more to do, I feel, in this one. But I will say, if they would have added the raid that they did last year with the Omega Shenron,
if they would have added any regular EZA of any kind.
I like the fact that there's an EZA area for 3 new units.
But they still could have given an EZA to somebody else during this, like a traditional regular EZA. This is the first time since they've introduced EZAs that we haven't had a traditional EZA in a major celebration.
Yeah,
One that gives 30 stones and Kais and all that fun stuff.
I can agree to that, but I don't feel it was extremely needed. Granted, 30 stones is 30 stones. If they would have gave us 30 more stones, I would have been extremely happy. But I don't feel that was what was missing from this event. Like, I don't look at 5th year and go, why didn't they give us a regular EZA? I will say, why didn't they give us a raid mechanic like they did last year? That would have been really cool.
Which was part of the regular EZA, by the way.
Regardless, there's... God damn it, Alec.
Sorry, you just make a point that I can easily pick apart. It's not my fault.
No, it's not picking it apart. Like, they could have added, like, some sort of, like, different event as well. I'm not saying it exclusively needs to be an EZA raid type of thing. I'm just saying that it, like, something along the lines of give us a, like, extra event that would have been really cool. However, like, I still feel that the 5th year anniversary in general, with the amount of events, with the amount of stuff that you can do, I feel like that was way more than overshadowing the events that we had of last year.
So we got almost 100 Dragonstones more, a little over 100 Dragonstones more last year.
Okay.
And so, what, 60 of those were from EZAs?
All right, Alec. You're right. You're right. You're right.
It's not... we're literally talking about an opinion about why I thought 4-year was better than 5-year. It's not about being right or wrong. This is about me stating my opinion and supporting my opinion. Like, more stones, more rewards, more fun structured events. I mean, for me, 4-year was the best anniversary that this game's ever had, personally. If you disagree with that, that's fine. I mean, but, like, the lack of traditional EZA upset the JP community a lot. And it's gonna upset the global community because there's already people that complain about it.
Well, people are gonna fucking complain anyway. People in Dokkan bitch all the fucking time. Anyway.
I know, that's why it's so easy for me to take their side, and even if I don't believe it, I can run with it. Because there's so much material to use. But no, I really do believe that 4-year was better than 5-year. Not like, oh my god, it was so much better. Just, it was better. I mean,
okay.
And that doesn't mean that the 5-year is trash. It means that I feel the 4-year was better. That's it. I'm not like insulting anybody's mother or trying to steal your firstborn or anything. I'm just saying I think last year's anniversary was a better anniversary overall.
Okay.
Alright, so moving on to our chat discussion topic. Turn these things off here. We've got, we did have the big summon party last Friday, and this is going to be just a really brief conversation. Tystra and JMO were with me for that. Kenny unfortunately couldn't join us because of technical matters, and Trevor is a bro and skipped because he was skipping the 5-year.
Oh yes.
So I think it went decently well. There are definitely some things that I learned on my end as far as like operating all of the behind the scenes technical crap that none of you guys really, I mean, not you guys, the panelists, but none of the people in the chat really care about because that's boring. It's the boring stuff. It's not what shows up on screen, you know? But I was wondering if, you know, this is as much to you guys as it is to chat. Should we start making video collabs that aren't streamed and put them up on YouTube?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. And in that aspect, and this really goes out to chat here, guys, what kind of collabs do you guys want to see? Obviously, we've got races, we've got summons that we can do, just casual gameplay. Because really, this channel is a community channel, and by I don't just mean the creator community. It's a community for you guys to come here from chat as well and kind of give us an idea of what it is that you want to see. Toonrami collabs. Toonrami's been on the show several times. That's a collab.
Oh yeah, yeah, he's been on a couple times.
But yeah, Go ahead.
I would like to do some collab type stuff, and that way we could, let's be honest, we want to bring Global Gang out there for not just, Twitch, but we wouldn't have a YouTube if we didn't want to bring it out to YouTube. So I think posting stuff on YouTube that might be exclusive YouTube content, maybe premieres and all that, that would be cool to do. I'm not going to say that, we shouldn't do it. We should take it, that goes without saying, we should take it slow at the start and do maybe one every once in a while just to be like, guys, check this out. And then, as time goes on, maybe add more to it, But I would definitely not be against, doing that. Honestly, if we started doing that, dude, I would start doing I would literally just stop doing YouTube, even though I've kind of already done that, and do collabs on it to be like, hey, here's the file and everything for this summon that we did with me and let's say, Pilcrafter or General Bardoff or whatever, and I could be like, here, let's just put it on Global Gang.
So I see people in the chat mentioning specific people. There is an entire section in our Discord where you guys can suggest streamers and tubers that you want us to get on the show or to collab with. Go use that. I can't sit here and write down all the names right now, but if you guys go and put that in the, suggested, I don't even remember what I called the channel now. Hold on.
I think it was called Guest Suggestions. Yeah, literally.
Guest Suggestions. So if you guys go under Global Gang Podcast into the Guest Suggestions, literally just start putting in anybody. There's a list of people that I have that I've already contacted and started working with, but just put in anybody that you want to see, and I will add them to the list, and I will work my way down and try to get to them. I promise. I've reached out to some really high-profile people that have just never reached back to me because we're still, in the first 6 months of this show. People don't really know who we are. The likelihood of getting somebody like Truth or Nano is minuscule, incredibly minuscule. Collab with PewDiePie. Yeah, I have a better chance of collabing with Nano than I do with PewDiePie.
How's it going, bros? My name is PewDiePie!
God, I feel so dirty now.
I wish he was still like that.
Oh, you feel dirty.
So anyway, so that's
Look
always
me.
another option for you guys if you want to see specific people. Just go in and hit up in the guest suggestions. As far as other content, I see a lot of suggestions in here. I'm not really sure how we would do a box showcase as a collab stream, but we could look into it. LGE strategy and races are definitely an option. Yeah, Drake, we can definitely have some roast Alex streams. I like that; those are fun. I mean, that's pretty much every stream I host anyway, right? Boss rush races, Infinite Dragon Ball history races. Okay, yeah, there's some things that we can do for sure. You guys got some good ideas, and I'm interested in doing it. But who's gonna edit the videos? Because that is not my getting. I made the intro and that took me forever, and I sat there and nitpicked it for how many weeks before we finally decided that was the intro?
4
or 5.
I will say though, watching the intro every time we start the podcast is just so much fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not gonna lie.
Every time I
Reviewing
watch it,
fan-made cards. Okay, I've seen that pop up a few times.
I don't like fan-made cards. Personally.
Okay. Right.
I'm kind of in the same boat. Just reviewing them is we're not gonna use them.
Yeah, it's just.
I would like to review the art of them, and maybe do discussions of maybe crossover potentials, and then we could pull fan-made cards and be like, this would be a good example of something we could bring in for a collab or something like that. I could see that, but not just an outright oh, we're here to review the Luffy from One Piece card. That's never ever gonna happen, and there's no possible idea of what we could bring in for it. So
I'm pretty sure you just hit the nail on the head for me personally. This particular program, this Tuesdays at noon program, is about news and information pertaining to the game. Fan-made cards have no place here, in my opinion. Like
True.
it does literally nothing to enhance your knowledge of the game, to make you a better player, to give you any sort of insight as to how to do anything with the game. And Noah, in reference to the memes, there's also an area called Memes for Review that is in the Discord that nobody uses because everybody drops memes in the lobby. And if you guys drop them in the lobby, I'm not going to review them.
That's true.
But that's what I mean is like, when it comes to like possible ideas that Dokkan could do, we could run a segment like that and then talk about the possibilities of like what kind of characters can cross over or anything like that. But I definitely say like just outright reviewing, fan-made cards. Like I would love to look at the arts that they use and all that, but otherwise it's just like, oh yeah,
Like-
let me just cock tease myself with the possibility of, this never, ever 1%.
Yeah, like somebody came out to me the other day. I say the other day, it was months ago, but they were like, "Oh, look at this LR, Kid Buu card," and wouldn't that be really cool? And like I looked at it, and yeah, it was cool. Sure, if this is that going to be anything near what the actual LR Kid Buu that comes out? No, but so it's dumb to even talk about. But two, I was scrolling YouTube the other day and saw a video, and it was talking about like Easy A for the Intellect Kid Buu, and I thought he was out. I was like legitimately thought, oh my god, this is the card, holy shit! And I'm like, this is because I mean people have access to early, with like Trident stuff, you can like pull up the unit before they actually release, like the day before or something. And so I was like, oh my god, yeah, and I was like, dude, this is it. And I'm like getting super hyped, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm trying to look it up on the wiki, and I'm like, this doesn't have any fucking thing, this isn't even real. I'm like, fuck, dude, I just wasted 30 minutes of my life getting hyped for a unit that doesn't even exist yet.
Well, I tell you what.
Well, yeah.
I will meet you guys halfway. Okay, the chat. You guys want you guys want us to look at fan cards? I've added fan card review as a chat channel under Global Gang Podcast. If you guys put those in there, I will do Friday fan card reviews on my own personal Dokkan streams on the channel here. So just if you guys want me to look at cards, you guys want to talk about them, put them in the Global Gang Podcast fan card review, and I will talk about them on Fridays. Does that seem fair? That way that's not part of the show, but you guys still get the content that you want. Because I don't want that as part of this show. Just like I don't want gameplay as part of the show. Unless it's for a reason to feature something like when we did bots and mods. Like, this is a news and opinion show. That's what this primarily is.
True.
I'm all for talking about like ideas too. Like I don't mind ideas, and that's where the whole collab thing, where I was talking about like if we do collab celebration, like possibilities, like for people who have been around my channel, I've been begging Dokkan to somehow do a My Hero Academia crossover, but they're not going to do it. And I even had like a whole celebration like sheet made for that collab, and I was like, yes, one of these days if they look at my Twitter, they'll love me and they'll do it and they'll believe in me and I'll be a part of Dokkan and making stuff, but it's not.
So would I look at Stripper Goku? I would look at the card. I don't know if the card would end up on stream. It depends on the art.
If he ain't grinding that pole with his booty cheeks, I'm not gonna freaking review it. Just saying.
Doing the flash dance thing, but instead of like hanging off of it with his arm, he's doing it with his tail.
He's a maniac, maniac on the floor.
I don't think anyone has to worry about anything getting a collab with Dokkan. If it's not an Akira Toriyama piece of work at this point on, it will not collab with Dokkan. Dokkan's too big, it doesn't need the help.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason why I say for anything outside of Akira Toriyama is, like, in those moments where, they may not have anything, and it's, with the shonen stuff, maybe there's a possibility. But again, like, that's a very interesting point, is that the only reason why there was even a crossover with One Piece was because, Akira Toriyama is associated with it.
Yeah, like that came out of nowhere and seemed so strange to me at the time. Like, why are we doing a collab with this thing?
I want it to come back so I can get that goddamn Goku.
Yeah.
I want that Goku, damn it.
So I think we're all pretty much on agreement that we could do more content. I mean, it's gonna take a lot of scheduling, which is most of what I do now anyway, scheduling and show notes. And it's really difficult to line up collabs as far as making sure schedules and stuff meet, but we will start working on it. I'm not going to say that there's going to be a video out tomorrow or even next week, especially since next week I go on vacation, so most likely not. But in the future, we will try to get some YouTube exclusive content. Again, I can't promise exactly when or who's going to be doing the editing, but we'll work on it. It's on our list of stuff to do.
You just made the list.
You just made the list. So that being said, we can move on to some user Q&A questions from you guys. Let's see here. Talk about our experiences when the game first came out. 1 year Dokkan review, compare it to today's Dokkan. Dude, I can barely remember last week. Don't ask me to remember 5 years ago when I started this game. I don't even remember what unit was on the banner when I started.
I mean, I guess in a way we could talk about, like, you know, stuff that really solidified us making Dokkan, like, our primary game. You know what I mean? Or something along those lines. I could see us doing segments like that and, like, kind of more in-depth interviews, maybe, with other content creators. Like making
noobish mistakes to making professional choices.
If we did that, I would be probably the best guest when it comes to noobish mistake. LR Gogeta's god, but
I really don't think you can consider that a noob mistake. That's just in some intentional design bullshit by Bandai, in my opinion. And it's not just Gogeta. There's, like we showed earlier, there's that Trunks. I mean, one's an SR and one's an SSR. But there's no reason for two different units to look almost identical.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
you could have flipped it so he was looking the other way. You could have literally flipped the art asset so he was looking left instead of right. Or right instead of left, or vice versa, whatever.
True. But I blame me because, one, I didn't lock the card, and two, I should have been paying attention to when it's at 100%. So, like, that, no matter what, even with the design flaws, I still consider it my fuck up on that, so.
Oh no, it's definitely your fuck up, but it was an assistant fuck up by Bandai. I'm not letting you slide, buddy. Hell no.
I don't think anybody in the Dokkan community would let me slide on that one. Yeah, and it's gone.
Okay, so, moving on. Anybody else thoughts on that one? And I mean, Trevor, I know you started last year, just like I did with my account.
Pretty much.
How long? And then Kenny's been playing for 3 years, so he wasn't around during year one. Jama, were you a year one player?
Yeah, I was. I just kind of got back by it, so
yeah. I mean,
I practically missed like half the discussion.
I literally don't remember what the game was like when I first started playing. I remember,
it was horrible,
little
dude.
bits here and there, like training characters was god awful because it took forever.
Yeah.
You know, they made a lot of little improvements that most people are like, oh, whatever, it's just quality of life improvement. But yeah, I mean, if you add up all those quality of life improvements over the course of the last 5 years, this is a drastically different game than when we first started. It's
For
just,
sure.
I've sort of blocked most of those memories because post-traumatic stress of dealing with Dokkan.
I mean, back then you literally just, you know, farmed like one random event. Felt like, I think back then most people would just farm World Tournament. Like, that was a popular thing back then, because most people were like, oh yeah, look, this exclusive card that nobody else is ever going to be able to get. Let me farm World Tournament, you know? And, you know, we had the AGL Super Saiyan, SSR Goku, and Tech Vegeta. But I don't know, like, the game, like, compared to now is way different. Like, the RNG system is better now, but it's literally no different than what it used to be, in a way. and just newer events, you know, not prime battles, not being like, okay, the only LRs in the game are ones that I get off of Friend Summon. Because it was like androids and, you know, Hercule.
And there were no GSSRs.
Yeah. I mean, dude, even now, like, I actually went ahead and bought, like, the $4 50 stone thing, and I had 3 summons I was able to do with that, and I think every summon on Gogeta's banner I walked out with just a random, like, featured SSR. That was it. Like, well, not even a featured SSR, I walked out with, like, an SSR as my guaranteed, and, like, 8 rares. Those were all 3 of my summons after I bought the $4 50 stone thing. Because I had enough to do a multi already, but I was like, okay, you know what? I have, like, 2 more rotations on... or 2 more multis before a free one on Gogeta, I'll just do that. So I buy the $4 pack for 50 stone, and I ended up with like 1 SSR per multi, including the free one, and then including a ticket multi as well. So honestly, it felt like 1 year all over again. So yeah, that's like my concluding to why I stopped spending money in Dokkan.
Alright, Bivaz says, can you guys talk about the EZA of LR Goku, your opinion of what his SA and passives will be?
I don't really care, I just want him to be viable. I don't have like an idea of what he's gonna have in his kit, but they kind of just improve on what's already there, which I'm really hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping that he just kind of gets like a whole like revamp. Like, I don't want his passive to do anything similar to what his current passive is. I don't want his leader skill to be as dog shit as his current one is. I hope, at the very most, that they just update the super attack animation, make it something that's more pleasing to look at. But I wouldn't really know, like, off the top of my head, if I like what I'd want him to have.
All right, Kenny, any thoughts?
Not a whole lot, but I can only presume that if the EZA for the Tech LR Prime Battle Goku will be on the 2000-day login for most people, then the event will be available accordingly. But if not, that means everyone has a chance to be able to get him through his EZA stats.
Well, yeah, so what's going to happen is once the 2000 day for JP hits, every player on JP will be able to EZA this Goku. It's not going to be you have to go to 2000 days in order to
it'll
EZA.
be like an event. Like, we got to 2,000 days, so here you go.
Right. I don't think you're going to see any major rewards after 1000 day Goku. Like, I don't think there's going to be another character reward, because you're already asking people to log in, you know, for 3 years, you know, in order to get that unit. To put one at 2,000 days and ask them to log in like 6 years, that's just insane. I don't think this game will be around 6 years from now. Like,
Maybe not.
I just
We'll
don't.
see.
That would be unprecedented for a lot of mobile games to break the 10-year mark.
Yeah, true.
You know.
So
I'm
here's-
not saying that it can't happen. I'm just don't know if it will.
So I'll throw out my thoughts, of course.
That's mainly why I decided to point that out.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I really hope it's not a 2,000 day login reward. That's stupid. that would be pretty triggered if that were a thing. But yeah, right now his passive is garbage. Absolute trash. Bad. So the question is, the real question, it doesn't matter what the fuck they do to him, anything will be a plus. So the question is, do they keep base stat or do they make it percentage? That's the
Free-to-play
question.
Unit, it's going to keep a flat bonus.
Then no matter what they do, it doesn't matter. In my
They
personal
might do that thing
opinion,
where they give him part of his thing as a percentage, but they'll keep at least part of his passive as a flat.
if they, okay, I mean, I guess that'll be okay. As long, I mean, he could get 40%, and he would still be really good because he's LR, and he'll have EZA LR stats, bro. He'd have 30%, it'd be good. But even if they bump his attack's 10,000 right now. If they buffed it up to 50,000, it still wouldn't be enough. It's not enough because it doesn't multiply with the passives of leader skills and support units, so it doesn't fucking matter. You know what I mean? They can make it 100,000. That'd be pretty good, but it wouldn't be. It still wouldn't be LR worthy. It still wouldn't be. So they have to make it, either, in my personal opinion, they have to make it percent based, or I don't give a shit. Like, he's gonna be worthless. I mean, can you imagine LR Prime Battle Cell if he had a percentage based instead of base stat? He already hits almost 2 mil.
Right, which
He'd
is
be
why, which proves that you don't actually need the percentage base. They just need to give him the better flat boost.
Yeah, but I mean, he's an LR and he barely hits 2 mil.
He's also free to play. He's also.
I have
how old?
garbage units that can hit 2 mil. LR
He's
Prime Battle
4
Cell.
years
He's
old?
Prime Battle Cell.
No, I'm talking about this Goku. But yeah, Prime Battle Cell is like not even a year old. But he's, I mean, as far as a free to play LR goes, he's definitely one of the best.
Yeah, he's one of the best, and he's still not that great. That's all I'm saying. I mean, he can hit. I mean, comparatively to the LRs nowadays.
Yeah, he's a
I mean,
he's a
can't
web
have
paper
free to
bag.
play units on the same level as pay to play units. It can't happen. There's not a
Sure.
single free to play unit in this game that is comparable to its summonable counterpart.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
would say
It overall is just an unfair comparison because you're comparing
Well,
something that everyone can get. in
there's a
comparison to
reason
things that
why
people-
there's a reason why the free to play characters exist, right? For the people who don't want to spend money on the game, so they have something usable to get them to play the game, not something super duper strong that carries them through the game. They're
Yeah.
there to like be like, okay, this unit's really good, and then you see somebody like Truth bust out his rainbow, one of his 890 million rainbow LRs, and you're like, wow, that unit's so good. I gotta have to spend money and get some of these units. That's why free to play units will never be as good as pay to play units.
See, I feel you. I hear you. Right? But at the same time, there are some really fucking good, really fucking broken free-to-play units. Like, just take, for example, EZA, Vegeta, and Goku, the Super Saiyan Blues for the Broly event. They both easily hit 2 mil on the right team with the right key links. And they're both free-to-play. And they hit harder, as hard, if not harder, than Prime Battle Cell on his team with his support. I'm just saying.
Right, but Cell's not a damage dealer. He's a support unit. He's there to heal you. His primary function's not doing damage.
Yeah, this is Dokkan, Alec. I don't know if you know that. I mean, there's support units that slap. I mean, okay, what about support Goku, the Super Saiyan Goku Gohan exchange unit? He hits almost 2 mil, and he has barely any stats at all. And he somehow smashes people. And being a support, and stacks defense. So I'm just saying there are really, really good free-to-play units that are better than most of these LRs. So their EZA has to somehow make them... Like, what's the point of having an LR if he's not as good as... Like a free-to-play
random,
unit that takes 5
SSR
seconds.
unit that becomes a TUR.
Yeah, you know how easy it is to grind those units comparatively to a Prime Battle? We all know that. If the Prime Battle take 1,000,000 years to grind, most people don't even want to fucking do it because it's so fucking excruciating. And then the free-to-play Goku takes 5 seconds. It would take 30 minutes to grind him, and you're done. And he's fully EZA'd, and he's better than you. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to make him like super OP. They're going to bring him into relevancy. They're going to do something to make him feel like a good unit, but he's not going to be as good as any summonable
what
LR.
people? Yeah, he's not gonna make expectations.
Like,
I
and
get-
he won't
People
be-
are
he
people are
won't be
gonna
the
have higher
tournament
hopes
tier.
for him.
They always are going to have higher hopes, though.
Yeah.
I mean, look at a lot of the stuff. I mean, look back when Agility Super Vegeta was scheduled to get his EZA. People said he was going to be godly, blah 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 blah, and he's a really good EZA. Like, they did decent with him, but because he wasn't this above the board broken giant pile of, fucking I destroy the game, half the community called him trash for the first 3 months he was out. Just like
Yeah.
with Cell, like you guys said earlier, Cell's getting a little more love now, but for the first 6 months that Cell was out, he was treated like shit because of his passive. Because of his transformation restrictions.
Everyone just sucked off Gohan there.
So
They all need to be arrested. How dare they?
I will
Vivaz, I
say
think
that when it-
that's a
when it
little bit
comes-
of a stretch, my dude.
When it
Yeah, go
comes
on.
to this Goku, I could see, like, we know that the LR that we get from, or the LR EZA that we get with Gohan from Super Battle Road, he's going to be a 120 all types lead. I could see this Goku maybe being an 80% lead. Not too crazy, obviously. Or it's either that or being a 70-70 or 77% lead, because God knows that, you know, they love their sevens.
Yeah.
So I could see all types, probably key plus 4, and HP attack and defense plus 77% to kind of bring him into that like semi-relevancy. And I know that's not amazing, like 77%, but you also got to think it's all types instead of just a single type.
Super Saiyan 2 STR Gohan has that lead.
Super Saiyan 2 STR. Well, yeah, but he's also not a free to play.
I know. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
That's another game that has
the only reason why I'm saying 77% for him is because it's free to play, and that would be an amazing, you know,
jump from where he's at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
if anything, if
there.
you wanted to bump that up, I could say at most I could see maybe 90%. But I still feel that they wouldn't go that far just because of the fact it's free to play.
I think my biggest fear is that they're not going to make him good enough, and then because he's the worst of the Prime Battles right now,
Oh yeah.
so he's just going to become the worst again. Like, it's just going to be the round 2 of him being the worst, because Vegeta already is a pure Saiyan 77% lead. So when he gets his EZA, what's he going to be? A 100%? Are they going to buff it up to 120? Are they going to make it OP as fuck? Like, what are they going to do? You know, either way, he's already better. He already has better passives. He's got a better leader skill. He's got better links. Like, he's better. And then, so if they don't make this EZA comparable to that, it just doesn't make any sense. You know, it just
Leader
doesn't.
skill is going to end up being something like Super Saiyan's category key plus 3 stats 120%, and then all types key plus 3 stats 77% or some shit like that. I think is what they're going to end
See,
up
that
doing
would be
as far
dope.
As
See,
far
if
as
they
being
did
a leader.
That would be awesome.
Fucking amazing.
They will
That'd be
give
great.
him. I'm trying to think, like, back to the fight on Namek, to what kind of things that he did. They'll give him evasion of some kind, because think about when Frieza was throwing the rip-off Destructo discs at him. They could give him evasion based off of that.
You know, it'd be really cool.
Counter attack. You know.
What if they give him a buff, but you have to have Krillin on the same rotation or on the team?
Attack and defense plus 120% after Krillin receives an attack.
Oh, that'd be so good. I honestly, like, that would be awesome. And then you could, well, is he in full power? No, he's not.
No.
So that would be tough, because then you'd be like, well,
I mean, he's an all types
I
leader.
would say, if it falls
Yeah,
under
true.
his all types lead skill, you can still make it happen.
Yeah.
true.
So, but what would you
I mean,
guys think
just,
about that? Requiring a unit to
that
get
would be
hit
awesome.
to get him his passive. You would never run this character in the first slot.
Nope.
Wow, that could be useful. But like,
VVAS thinks attack and defense plus 77% and a Super Saiyan support. I think 77% is a lot higher than you think it is. Especially with LR EZA stats.
if they give him percentage of any kind, you're not going to see it at over 50.
No, yeah, 50
even
is the
50
cap.
is probably too much.
Yeah. I mean, because they gave Vegito Blue, who is not an LR, he's just a regular EZA, and he got attack and defense plus 50, right? Or is it 40? It might only be 40. I don't remember. But VB has either 40 or 50, and he fucking destroys. His attack is ridiculous. So you can't give an LR above 50. I mean, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta are 80, right? And they're nuts
Oh,
because of their
hold on a
attack stats.
second. Okay, let's take a quick look here.
I mean, the new LR Zamasu, he's 50, right? Or his EZA is...
That's what I was pulling up right now.
I don't remember what his EZA is, but it'll probably be relative to that.
Attack and defense plus 50%. So I think that 50% is probably the most that they'll give that Goku. Wait, Extreme Z Awakened, yep. 59%.
Okay.
Okay. Which makes sense because he's Goku, 5'9". So now that I've said that, expect 59% attack and defense on the LR Goku. Because, yeah, you know JP and their Goku puns.
Mm-hmm.
They might actually. Now that I'm looking at this unit again, they might get rid of his flat passives.
They might.
Because this is a farmable EZA LR that has no flat passive.
Yep.
He didn't have a flat passive anywhere in his character build, did he?
Nope.
So yeah, they might get rid of it. I still don't see it happening though. Like I think they'll probably do something where it's like attack and defense plus 59%, and then maybe they'll do something like if Krillin is on rotation, get an extra attack of 10,000. If Krillin has been attacked before Goku, get an extra attack or defense of 20,000.
I'm really curious now because people are saying he's not in the Frieza Saga category, which I now know he's not. What is his card art from?
I don't even think they have an origin of art for him.
Because if he's not from that, then it wouldn't make sense to have Krillin on the team.
He's a figure.
Yeah, that's literally it. But there's no actual origin of what the figure is from either. So
yeah, but that's the origin of the card's art is this figure.
Yeah.
So
I need to get this figure.
Yeah, it might not be a Krillin thing. Maybe it'll have a passive like he'll have attack plus 10,000 or something.
Yeah.
Well,
if he's fighting one enemy.
One thing we know for sure is it's not like early stage Goku because Goku had like the straps on his belt. This one's just a full waistband belt, so this is like more end Goku.
And his
like end of Z Goku.
Yeah,
wow,
his gi isn't all fucked
I
up or nothing.
Never noticed.
Yeah.
His gi isn't fucked up. He's not bleeding. No, it's not him. It's not Planet Namek Saga Goku.
Right.
My guess.
If that's the case, they can do a lot of different things with it.
My guess would be that would be taking place like right after Goku comes back and he gets dressed up in his old gi and all that stuff.
Well, because his SSR art is him. That's the Frieza one, right? Or he's bleeding.
That's the Frieza one,
right? Yeah.
That's from Planet Namek.
Yeah, this could very well be like a borderline Cell Saga Goku, to be honest.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
like
right after Namek, before.
Yeah.
So okay.
Yeah, after Namek, right before he fought.
Yeah, Drat time.
Like an android's like Saga or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the crappy thing is that he's not under like Android Cell Saga. So
yeah,
that's where it's so confusing. Like I know that this is mainly just for the figure, but even still, it's like man, I wish.
Yeah, but where's the figure from? That's what they should have pulled from. Where the figure's from, and then we should get the categories.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's gonna end up being decent. He's not gonna be some busted, broken thing. Like I don't think there is a free-to-play LR in the game that is a busted or broken thing. Krillin's good for the World Tournament.
LR
and for Super Battle Royale.
is really fucking good.
LR who?
Vegeta Blue.
The STR.
The man's a goat, dude. Like he stacks attack and defense, and he destroys everyone.
But there's also a bit more involved with getting him than just farming medals on a boring thing. You have to have specific units with specific abilities and clear those events.
Yeah, but if you think about how difficult that is, right? The Super Saiyan Goku's EZA, his event is got quite a bit of fucking rules. Like you have to have fully rainbowed, fully EZA'd 6 units that are from a very huge, like varied amount of events that you have to do over the course of a long time.
They don't have
so,
there.
That's a lot of shit.
By the way, extremely happy I just finished all my Zamasu, so I'm good.
Nice.
Got them all awakened and all nice and pretty.
Nice.
Yeah, they don't have a link to his event yet, but yeah, it's like there's like 7 or 8 free-to-play characters that you have to have maxed out in order to be able to do this. Because, like, yeah, there are 6 specific units that you have to take on the team. You have to take those units. But to get those units to where they have to be on the team, there are like 3 or 4 other units that you have to awaken to do those characters' Extreme Z areas. So
with that logic and difficulty, he might be good.
He might.
I mean, he's still going to be good.
Yeah, either way, he's gonna.
No matter what
they
do, he's gonna be
viable.
They're not gonna make him be like, oh, his EZA is pointless as fuck. After all that struggle and all that turmoil and him being out for fucking 3 years or whatever, they're gonna make him at least something.
The one thing that's gonna suck is Moon Nappa, just to get so that we can get that Raditz.
Fuck.
You know what's sad is that EZA Raditz didn't get a bigger EZA.
Yeah,
Could have been so much better.
I think he's still like.
You're right,
Very-
Tess. That was really interesting to
Oh,
watch.
he's good. Yeah, he's good.
Tess told me
Nice.
this would be an interesting video to watch, but yeah, really interesting.
It's unavailable.
It's a trick.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a
Okay,
trap.
so moving on from that discussion, because I mean, I think we're all relatively sure he's going to be a good unit, but we have no idea what they're going to do to him.
Well, it kind of goes with say again for like just any unit. Basically, EZAs are meant to just make other units better. Like no matter what they do to him, they can't virtually make it worse.
Right.
Unless they strip him of everything that he already has and just gives him like a flat, you know, all types attack and defense plus 0. Like, that's
A lot of
what I
times
think.
you get just, like,
I don't think they're gonna work in
zero.
reverse. Like they're definitely not gonna work in reverse.
So I think a
But-
good example of my concern for this unit is what happened with Super Saiyan 3 Broly, right? So I thought for sure they were just going to drop the negative defense per key sphere
Nah.
up because it does not fit in today's meta at all. Today's meta is about having defense, you know? And I figured they would drop that and they might give him like a 60% attack buff or a 60% defense buff, like half of whatever the attack buff was in his passive. I did not expect them to give him 120% defense, but then also leave in the -6% defense. Well, they lowered it from 10% to 6%. But I get that kind of feeling about being apprehensive since this is really the first Prime Battle LR. I mean, I know we've had 2 other free-to-play LRs that have gotten their EZA, but this is the first of the Prime Battles that is getting it.
Yeah.
And I had my concern they were going to screw up things with SS3 Broly. Now that I've seen showcases and stuff, he's not nearly as bad as I thought he was going to be. I'm still just rather disappointed that he even has the negative there to begin with.
Yeah.
So I do feel that concern that you guys were expressing about, you know, since he is the very first one and they're doing his first, he's still at the end of this going to end up being the worst of the Prime Battle LRs.
Right. 100%.
So there's nothing they're going to do to change that because in 6 months to a year when they get the next Prime Battle LR and EZA, they're going to make it just a little bit better than this one because of power creep.
Yep.
So
I mean, and the unit's already better, so they have to make it better because the unit's already better than
right.
that. You know what I mean?
So I definitely feel
Like
that.
like Trunks and Frieza will be comparable to Goku, I think, because they're still relatively shitty. You know, like they don't have crazy passives like Vegeta gonna have to get hit and then he gets really good, and then does additionals, or you know, Cell doing crazy shit with attack and defense and healing. You know, like you know, and then Krillin, don't even get me started. But you know, but Trunks and Frieza are the ones that have the most to gain from EZAs.
Right.
Agreed.
Whereas Goku pretty much is everything they'll lose. Still. That's just what it comes down to at the end of the day. He's got everything to lose at the end of the day.
I'm really hyped for Frieza's though. Frieza's gonna be good. Oh man, did you give him where he stacks attack on the super? Oh. He already raises allies attack on Ultra, and then he buffs himself on super. That'd be so good. Ooh. Terrifying Conqueror support. Oh please, please. That'd be so good.
So next Wednesday is technically 2,000 days that the game has gone live, so we will probably know what this unit does by next Tuesday.
That's the hope.
That's my guess. So I'm thinking data download Monday night, Tuesday morning, and then we'll know what the unit does from there. One thing I did want to talk about again, try this video, it's not English.
Et salut tout le monde, c'est CedroG57 et on se retrouve pour une nouvelle
Definitely
review.
not English. So
Yeah,
this is the figure. Thanks, Test. I appreciate that. So blah blah blah. It's a pretty badass looking figure though.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find it anywhere so I can try and get it.
So and then Test also says that there was a Vegeta figure released as well.
Yeah, there was the evolution Vegeta.
Ah, right here. So yeah, I don't like
Like
the art on this particular piece, but that's a Vegeta figure for sure. But yeah, one more thing I wanted to pick up, because this is the stuff that just came out for JP, like the news just came out for JP last night, I believe. Shout out to Jackman/Dr. Namor, who runs the Dokkan News over on the Discord. Shout out to the Discord. Alright, scroll back up here because the boy did a lot of work today. Alright, so we've got the EZAs coming for Dispo and Topo. I'm not going to go too much into them. Wow, that is really bad. Can I not zoom that out? There we go.
Vegeta. It's not great. It's okay though.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty decent. We'll cover them in excessive detail when they come to Global, but
I think it would have been a lot better if it's not so much shading.
And then, let's see here. What else are we? Oh yeah, we're getting this. I think this is a free-to-play unit that we're getting. Casserole or whatever his name is, and he turns into the Pride Troopers. That's for JP. Of course, the untranslated details for Jiren came out as well. And then shout out to the homie Garesh for translating. This is kind of what I wanted to talk about here, because we got Tournament of Power Jiren. A lot of people were thinking that the download celebration was going to be an LR MUI Goku versus a full power Jiren. This shuts that theory right down. So my question is, guys, what's coming up for the download? I think that we could see something Dragon Ball history or Dragon Ball Heroes related.
It's highly possible.
And the only reason I bring that up is because back when they brought out that survey of like, would you guys like to see more Dokkan Fest or LRs from Dragon Ball Heroes? Like, I'm going to imagine that most people who took that survey said yes. Give me please.
God, I sure hope so.
The first one was from the free-to-play story event. The Casserole or whatever his name was. This guy.
That's what I figured, because we did get information on the Topo, but the only issue for me is that I didn't see the card art for the Topo. Because that's what I want to see. I want to see that card art.
2 Casserole units, okay. Also, Jiren might be the only unit to hit harder than Goku and Frieza. Very nice. Oh, there's one with Dispo and Topo as well, okay. So, if we did get, you know, if it, let's say it's not Heroes, because I could just be completely wrong. What do you guys think it might be?
I am top. Just kidding.
Honestly, like, it's kind of difficult. The only thing I could say for maybe 3 million download is, you know, something from the Buu Saga. Like, in all honesty. Yeah, hopefully. But, you know, if they did Dragon Ball Heroes instead, I'd be down. That'd just prolong, you know, like, getting some good LR Buu action. I know that Trevor might not be happy about that, but...
I won't be happy about what?
About not getting LR Buu real quick.
Oh yeah, they've been on a super hype right now, so... The next one will be Majin Saga, hopefully.
Wait, Tess, you think this Jiren's going to be a top LR? Like a gold coin LR?
Didn't they say it was going to be a Dokkan Fest?
I'm guessing by the fact that he has
the leader skill,
170% stats across the board for Universe 11 that he's going to be...
I think even Talon and Garesh said it's going to be a Dokkan Fest exclusive.
I mean, because if he releases like this, well, yeah, I guess Goku and Frieza, that's true. But they only have one category lead, don't they? This feels overpowered for a gold coin LR. Like, this leader skill by itself feels overpowered for a gold coin LR. Universe 11 category key plus 3 stats 170%, and Universe Survival Saga category key 3 stats 150%. Just feels like...
If it was a gold, it would have been 130.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. But
it has to
like
be.
Levi and Test are saying he's going to be part of the top legendary.
unless they're changing the whole meta of the game and making these be he's the first of the new quote unquote LRs. So
wait, are you saying top is in Tournament of Power, or are you saying top is in like the 2 LR banner like we're getting here in part 2? Because I gotta think about that. The way you capitalize TOP makes me think you're now saying Tournament of Power.
I think because because this new Goku and Vegeta came out with the Krillin.
Yeah, but that Krillin's not an LR.
No.
So that's a Dokkan Festival exclusive LR on a Dokkan Festival exclusive LR banner. A top banner is one that has 2 LRs on it.
Yeah, but that Topo is not going to be an LR. That's
LR Topo? That would be nuts.
It would be cool to have a God of Destruction Topo LR, but I'm saying that this is going to be Dokkan Fest exclusive. I don't think they're going to put it as a top legendary banner. There's no way.
I mean, honestly, I don't know. This could be that creep up. You know, like everything creeps eventually. So maybe now we're gonna start getting these leader skills that look like they should belong to Dokkan Fest LRs as regular LRs, and who knows what the hell they're gonna do with Dokkan Fest LRs after that as far as leader skills go.
Yeah, no. If this is a new meta, then what? 200 leads soon or something. Because you have to make them special somehow, right? We can slowly bump it up to like 180, you know?
Saiyan Saga Dual Dokkan Fest Vegeta did great Ape active skill and Kaioken Goku transformation ×4 Kaioken Kamehameha active skill. Oh, for the download celebration? I think going back to Saiyan Saga would be hype as fuck, but I doubt they're gonna do it.
I don't want them to do it. Give us me Garlic fucking Jr. already, please.
Garlic Jr. is not nearly
Stop stalling this motherfucker for once.
It's part of a download celebration, though.
Honestly, it just really depends, because they've been so over the fucking board, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. So they can't decide, because they were, like, the Krillin and LR Vegeta Nappa was really like, whoa, like, why are we doing Saiyan Saga? Right, all the
yeah.
Because we were doing Majin Buu, we were switching to Super, then Majin Buu Saga, Super, Majin Buu Saga, Super, and they're like, boom, Saiyan Saga, and you're like, okay. So now we're on to Super hype again, with Kefla and Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta, now Jiren, right? So they have to switch it. Like, if they do another Super, then that's going to be the Super at the end of the year, and now we have a whole year full of Super shit. So they have to pick either Majin Buu or Saiyan Saga, and Majin Buu feels right to me, but I'm also biased, because Saiyan Saga just seems like they're not focusing on that at the moment. But if they could, out of the blue, just boom, do a Saiyan Saga, and then fuck Majin Buu on the ass, and he'll come next year, I guess.
I mean, Majin Buu Saga definitely needs to come first, because, like, thinking about it, you know, through everything that we've gotten, you know, we did just get, like, LR Nappa and Vegeta as well, which, you know, again, goes in turn with, like, Majin Buu Saga is arguably one of the worst categories right now. Like, it's not bad, but it's one that's falling off pretty hard.
Yeah, but Saiyan Saga doesn't even have a category.
It's pretty bad.
Well, yeah, but, like, you know, they have units for it, they just need to release the category.
Well,
and
as me now contested, not really.
Like, I feel like
it's pretty hard.
I feel like if they don't even have the category out right now, they shouldn't force it out right now. You know,
That's
focus
true.
on what needs to be worked on first.
Yeah, but as we know, they just made a fucking Universe 11 category, and no one gives a shit about that.
They
Yeah,
had to add
that's
like
what.
3 more units to the game in order to make it even a viable team.
That's why I don't think that they're gonna make a Saiyan Saga's category at the moment, because then they're gonna have to go back and change like for virtually like every unit that they have right now.
Yeah,
Whereas like if they just add a Majin Buu Saga card,
That's true.
well, yeah, but I mean like if they just make a new Majin Buu Saga card, something that come out and make it more, you know, viable again, that's just as easy, you know.
I mean,
and it's less of the work.
They'd have to release a Super Majin Buu Saga lead.
Yeah.
Who would be good, because Super Vegeta is good. His just links aren't great with this category, right? He links more with other Vegetos and Gogeta and stuff, and Gogeta's not in Majin Buu Saga. And other Vegetos, there's only one, you know. Like, so I mean, he doesn't really get a whole lot of options. So they need like an Ultimate Gohan that has like prepared for battle and other shit that he can pair with like Goku and Vegeta and stuff.
Maybe even a base form Goku too, like one like that goes towards like the end of the Buu Saga, because we have the Strength Spirit Bomb Goku, but maybe they make a new variant of that.
Yeah.
Like one where he actually gets to turn Super Saiyan during the Spirit Bomb and shit. And then that brings out the doorway for like an LR Kid Buu or something.
Oh yeah, that'd be good. LR Kid Buu and then Super Saiyan. Or base form.
Like a base form Goku that,
like
on
Trunks when he turns
attack.
Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. That'd be cool.
Also still trying to make a petition that we get like a base form Goku and Lord Slug where it's a transforming Goku that can transform the false Super Saiyan, just saying. Like as a rage mode.
Or like an active skill or something.
Yeah, like an active rage, like kind of how Zamasu works.
Mm-hmm.
Like the new LR Zamasu, like get a false transformation Super Saiyan Goku that does that. Like for one turn he can go into rage mode. Because it doesn't really last that long in the movie, but also having something like that would be cool. I don't know what he'd be, or like what category he'd be put on, but incomplete transformation, new category.
They'd have the active skill category.
I'm gonna put in the last call for questions, guys. We're pushing that 2.5 hour mark, and my diabetic ass needs some food.
I do too,
Yeah, me
actually.
too.
I'm fucking starving.
So, let's see here. Do we have any other questions that aren't related to the hour that we've just spent rambling about Goku?
Can we just talk about that logo?
That logo?
Yeah.
That
Nice.
logo right there?
Yeah.
You and Tess did awesome works on the logo.
Hell yeah.
It's great collaboration.
By the way, I just bought that Goku and Vegeta figure.
Nice.
Of course you did.
Nice.
Of course you
They're
did.
together? I thought they
I
were
got
separate.
both of them.
Okay.
Bought them together. AliExpress is the shit. Get them straight from China.
Tomorrow I'm getting a little Boo figure where he's just sitting down and he's flipping you off.
Oh, that super like animated one where he's got the
Yeah,
like,
where his face
jaw
is
wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get that to be honest.
I want one of everybody, but I'll start with Boo first.
When will the 90% lead LRs EZA, and what will they look like? I think we are so far away from any summonable LR getting an EZA that it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
even worth discussing.
Oh
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like,
yeah, man.
we just started
Years.
to get free to play EZAs.
Years, dude.
I'm thinking earliest sometime next year, probably. I don't know, maybe around the anniversary next year, if that. But I really do not want them to give summonable LRs an EZA.
It really
I don't
depends
either.
on
I really don't either.
how quickly they do these prime battles. You know, like how fast they want to do them, because all of those have to come out first before you can get started.
Prime battles, and then the friend summon LRs. you know,
Mm-hmm.
And then
the World Tournament LRs.
The World Tournament LRs, then the Super Battle Road LRs, all before we get to any summonable LR.
Well, doesn't the physical Gohan have an EZA too already?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're just missing the Bulma Goku and then the LR Goku as well, right?
Yep. The
Dude,
Bulma
Bulma
Goku doesn't
Goku
really
easy?
need it.
Holy shit.
Well, yeah.
They
No,
would
no,
wreck.
no kidding.
In
Oh my
2 or
God.
3 years, they'll probably need it, but as of right now, they don't.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Who is everyone enjoying more since their pulls, Gogeta or Vegito, if they manage to pull both? Well, I only pulled Vegito, so I can't answer your question.
I didn't pull either, so fuck me.
Kenny?
I'm definitely enjoying Vegito more because, well, most of my fire was from the Vegito banner, but I am still grateful for my pulls in Gogeta's side too.
I only pulled Gogeta, and he's good. He's not like, oh my god, I'm like, if I didn't have him, I would, I'd uninstall the game. But, but he's cool, I guess. I threw him on my Super Realm of Gods team. He's good. It's not bad. I don't have Vegito, but I've used him as a friend. He seems fine. I mean, obviously they're fine. We said it last week. They're fine. They're really good. You can slap them on anybody, on any team. They'll be fine.
Not to mention, regardless of either LR you pull, you automatically get to a super attack if you don't have like an FP at the beginning, or you could just switch over to the 18 key super.
Yeah, they give
if
themselves
you're short
like
on
5
key
keys.
for the 18 key super.
Yeah, I mean, just from the gameplay that I've watched so far, I think Vegito is the marginally, and I want to stress, marginally better unit. It's not a heads and tails thing. It is a very, very close thing. And it comes down, in my opinion, to the fact that Vegito gets a guaranteed super attack versus attacks effective against all type. That extra super attack is going to help you do more damage, I think, in the long run.
Yeah.
I mean, Gogeta gets one if you put him in slot 3.
Didn't we just look at these guys last week and say that the only difference between them was one gets the guaranteed super attack?
You guys don't know how to read, because he obviously has a guaranteed chance to do a super attack. He's in slot 3. That's a real thing. Like, you can look at it all you want. I've used him. He gets a guaranteed super attack when slot 3. At least in Super Saiyan Blue he does. Maybe not base form.
I was saying, I think we're in
Blue,
base form that we were starting to talk about that. So let me double check that. Yeah, in base form he only launches a regular additional with a medium chance of becoming a super.
Super Saiyan Blue though.
Super Saiyan Blue launches an additional attack plus an additional attack defense. Here, I'll bring it up. Like, he gets that down here, but I'm talking about in the beginning of his passive.
When he's in slot 1 or 2. Yeah, he doesn't do it
an additional.
Slot 1 or 2.
And on Vegito, it launches an additional super attack. That's the difference.
Because you're supposed to put him in slot 1 or 2 and then Gogeta off rotation, I guess. I guess that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. Seems weird, but
well, they're both designed to do stuff in all 3 slots, and in the 3rd slot they're both have a high chance of evading. So the trick here is to use the active skill in the 3rd slot and then drop them back to the 1st or 2nd slot to really take advantage of all of that, because they get the evasion if the active skill goes off in the 3rd slot, and they carry that over even if they're in the 1st slot after they do the active skill.
Yeah.
So
basically making you waste more time than you need, because you're gonna slap anyways.
Right. So what do you think are the top categories right now for global, like top 5? Really quickly off the top of my head, without a lot of thought, it's Transformation Boost, Pure Saiyan, Realm of Gods, Universal Survival, and it's Pure Saiyans. Did I say Pure Saiyans already?
You did,
Yes,
yeah.
You already
Kamehameha.
That's
yeah,
sick,
honestly, I got
whatever.
I got to finally play Kamehameha for the first time since I got the 3 LR Gohans, and it's not even fair. It's
Agreed.
really not fair.
But if we're being honest, low-key, best team in the game is Happy Gals.
Oh yeah, by far.
Like, yeah, I don't think that's even a controversial thing to say anymore with the way that team is built for synergy. If they had like a 170 lead, it would be the best team in the game.
Fupa Squad!
I'm talking about Fusions as the best. There's a lot of categories that have innate link skills that help them be really good.
Yes, but they don't have a leader that gives them that reduces the enemy's attack, gives them a buff. They link in a way that they all don't need key because of Battlefield Diva and Tournament of Power if you're using the ones from Universal Survival Saga. Like the Peppy Gals, if it had a 170 lead, would easily be the best team in the game.
Yep.
Like, it's not even a contest.
Fupa Squad?
They all link, they all do so well together on, like, I mean, the only thing they really miss is a lot of them don't have a lot of attack links, but they all buff each other in ways, and different ways, shapes, and form. I mean, shit, even if you don't use Tournament Power, look at Chi-Chi. She gives 120% defense off of her passive to all Peppy Gals. That's a leader skill's worth of defense in a passive. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Shields on super too.
And she seals, yeah. I mean, like, they're just built differently, and that's why they don't have a higher leader skill, because they don't need one, because it would be busted.
They need to respect more.
They're gonna give Chile the 150% lead when she comes out with her own card.
Okay. I mean, that's a team where straight up you can say bitches give stitches, because Peppy Gals are...
Wait, so Rebrain didn't get a buff to her leader skill when she had gotten Awakening?
Ribrianne?
Yeah.
Which one? She became 120
transformation boost.
But she also
still
became 120%.
Oh, I thought she was 120
the
the
int
whole
one.
time.
It's the
Yeah,
int one.
no. She was 100 before, and then when launch and Oceanus took over the 100%, She got the awakening and went to 120.
Oh, okay. I thought she'd always been the 120.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, she got Peppy Gal's
Big rip.
transformation boost to 120. Yeah, she was 100 before, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was 100 before.
Just Peppy Gal's 100, and then when she awakened, she got Peppy Gal's and transformation boost to 120. But don't use her for transformation boost. She destroys on Peppy Gal's. So, like, she gives
Not to
herself attack and
mention-
defense plus 120%, plus an additional attack and defense 10%, and all enemies attack and defense minus 10% up to 30% per Peppy Gal's category and ally on the team. And then she also gives Peppy Gal's category allies key plus 2, attack and defense 30. So she's really giving Peppy Gal's key plus 5 and stats 150, but it's weird Dokkan math, so it's more than that actually. It's like,
Pretty true.
she's very good. She's very, very good. But anyway, guys, I think we are going to wrap things up because we're just sitting here talking about Fupas and Peppy Gals. And, you know, doesn't really feel
Who
like
will
it.
have their first Dokkan Fest unit later on this year, by the way?
Say what?
Who?
Who will have their first Dokkan Fest units in this category, by the way?
Peppy Gals?
Because they already have.
Oh
the
yeah, because
LR.
Kefla.
Yeah.
At Kefla?
Yep, Kefla is Dokkan Fest.
Yep. Her banner's weird. I hope they change it.
Yeah, because only like half of it. Because only half of the banner makes sense.
Yeah, half of it makes sense, and the other half's like,
had
"Hi,
to put the
I'm
characters on a
Android
banner
13."
somewhere, so
And
here
I'm
we
like,
go.
"Why?"
Filler.
Yeah, filler. It's very weird. So I'm
Alright.
sure they'll change it to something.
STR cooler.
So, as is the case that
Oh,
we
please.
usually do, we are going to raid somebody. We will raid our boy Rev Central, playing
Yeah,
some
I've seen that
Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
Such a great game.
Friend of the show, good guy, man with all
Yeah.
the luck on last Friday's summons.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Yeah,
that
don't
was-
forget to hit him with a follow when you get over there too.
Yep. So,
I don't want to talk about how he just spanked me.
alright.
So.
And guys, I will be back on the channel again tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central for some more Dokkan Battle. Trevor, are you streaming on Thursday?
Yeah.
All right, so Trevor will be here Thursday. I'll be here Friday. I don't know. We might do something over the weekend if we decide we want to do that. But we'll keep you guys updated via Discord and Twitter and all that jazz in the future. So make sure that you guys are there following the Discords. And like I said, give some love to Rev. We out.
Till next time.
See you there, guys.